turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory, Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's mentioned. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe that racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
The marathon continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Monday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, look, we got another powerful show for you today, and I'm gonna need you to open up your ears, okay? Now, you know it's Monday, and you know how we get down on Monday. Before we get started, before we get into the show, we usually have a Monday prayer. We got Minister Milton on the lines. Let's get Minister Milton on the lines. How you doing, Minister Milton?
Man, I hear your voice. I'm doing excellent, man.
Hey.
That is, just hearing your voice is an encouragement.
Pastor Minister Kevin is under the weather, and I appreciate you for filling in for this Monday prayer. Y'all work well together in the community, and it's just a blessing to have you on to do the Monday prayer this Monday.
Yeah, I just got a cover for him. Keep him in your prayers.
Right.
Yes, a bit under the weather. Yes.
What was the sermon? What was the message this Sunday?
Guess what? The church in action.
Ooh.
We gotta be about that action, man.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Where was
So
it
we
coming from?
definitely-
What scripture was it coming from?
We definitely were talking about that, man. We're talking about in Matthew. Basically, we're in the Gospels, and we're just talking about how the church is supposed to represent in the earth.
Okay, that's what's up. I was a deacon. I was a deacon in church from when I 15 years old with the keys to the church. So I always say, like, I came out of the church, and I think the church, sometimes they think I get a little too hard on the church, but I came out the church. I expect a lot. I expect a lot of my brothers and sisters in the faith.
Well, the church is the main battleground, right?
The spiritual.
You know that the main spiritually, the main generals of the enemy, the main generals of the devil have laid siege on the church. Mm-hmm. He got all kind of double agents. He's sending in, wolves in sheep's clothing. It's an all-out assault on the church to make the church look bad and ineffective. And that's where the main fight is in the church, because the devil is trying to overwhelm the church.
That's right. Hey, look, they say if you want to meet the devil, he's standing outside the church.
Yep, he's definitely trying to take it over.
Right.
But Jesus said the gates of hell will not prevail against the church. So, we got a few special, I guess we the special ops, we the Green Berets. We the ones that's trying to hold it up and stand firm so that the devil don't take over.
Right.
And as many rascals as there are in the church, and a lot of people doing wrong, it's a number of us that's still fighting for righteousness and trying
holding up the bloodstained banner.
That's what we're trying to do. So what a lot of people say about the church is true. It's a lot of devils going around. It's a lot of bad actors in the church, but everybody ain't bad. Everybody ain't doing wrong. It's a lot of us that's trying to hold on and keep the faith, man.
Right.
Keep fighting. That's what we're about.
And I believe that, like I said, I came out of the, holiness, the Pentecostal where you couldn't even watch TV and listen to the radio. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
At the end of the day, I just believe that the brothers of the faith have to step up, and the battle is spiritual. Many times, we got to have that spiritual battle, because it's not against flesh and blood many times. And I think that when I look at the church today, it seems like many times a far cry from what I was used to with the old bishops and things like that. But hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. God will not be mocked, and we're gonna continue to fight.
That's right. That's right. Because wrong is wrong. I don't care who do it. If the bishop do it, it's still wrong. Nobody gets a pass. The Lord is, requiring holiness. He has expectations for us. He empowers us with His Spirit, so He gives us help. He knows we can't do it on our own. We just have to submit to His will. And the word is true. I know a lot of people are trying to change the word, make the word say something different, but the word of God gives life.
Fly-by-night pastors, these fly-by-night pastors.
Yes. So it's important, man, that we hold to the word. The essence, the truth of the Bible is real. It will help you. It'll help you to get through judgment, because, see, people think God playing. God is getting to the point where,
they think they playing, DJ Brothers. Going to come. God ain't to be played with. I'm gonna try to tell folks. I try to tell folks, like, but the thing is, us as the people that are trying to help God's people, we just got to stay focused, keep our eyes on the prize, because stay on the frequency, because it's so much going on. Who was that? I don't know if it was Paul or Peter said, my foot almost slipped, when I saw the ways of the wicked. You know what I mean?
I think that's David.
Oh, is that David?
I think that was David. But the thing about it is, it is so much. The crowd, look at it. Jesus entered into the city in Passion Week, and they were praising Him. Hosanna, Hosanna. And in a matter of a day, the crowd switched up on Him. And they started yelling, crucify him, crucify him. So in a matter of a day, people can change up on you, man.
Right.
People are so up and down. They're so emotional. They're not principle-based. They're emotional. So that's what gets people in trouble.
I call it the crossover.
When you're emotion-based, man, you up one day, down the next. You can't be emotion-based. You got to be principle-based. And so then, you got to understand the times we're in. You know, the days of Noah, or the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. The crowd ain't what's happening. It's only a few, relatively speaking, that's really going to hold on to this and make it. And the goal is to make it. The goal is to make it to eternal life, because the Lord, when he comes back with judgment and great wrath, it's going to be a new heaven and a new earth, and you got to prepare for that. You got to be ready for that. Hey, look. Not everybody. Hey, look,
everybody. A lot of people don't want to go. They say they ain't trying to go. They out here living it up. They trying to do what they doing right now.
Man, and this is temporary. This is temporary.
I was going to read something off the Talk to Text line. Al said, didn't Peter say a good Christian is a good slave?
A good Christian is a good slave.
Yeah, that's what the slavery was in the Bible. They tried to use the religious scriptures to keep people in slavery.
So now you're talking about white supremacy, and we ain't even got time to
slaves
talk about
obey your earthly masters with respect and fear, with the serenity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. Peter 2:18.
Yeah, but you ain't talking about the same type of slavery. It's a long discussion.
Yeah,
man.
master. Yes, master.
Master. Yeah, but it ain't that. Because slavery in the Bible usually was talking about
what you talking about? Indentured servant?
Tory, if I owed you $1,000, and I couldn't pay you, then the type of slavery I would go into was to pay off my debt.
Indentured servitude, yeah.
So it ain't we ain't talking about the same type of cruelty,
Western culture slavery
that these white folks put on us. What the white folks put on us was horrible. That ain't what we talking about in the Bible. There's a whole so we don't really want to go there, because it'll be a long discussion.
Right. No, I was just reading the Talk to Text lines. Al, he chimed in.
Yeah, people don't know what they're talking about. They talk kind of crazy. Again, we're going to have a new heaven and a new earth, and we're going to have to live with God forever, or else we're going to be in eternal damnation forever. And the Lord is soon to come. And all of this joking, it ain't going to be funny when the Lord comes like a thief in the night. It ain't going to be nothing funny about when God sneak up on you, when he come to really change things. Right now, he's watching people act a fool, and it's going in the book. And so you ain't going to be able to have no excuses. You ain't going to have nothing to say for acting a fool, because it's going to be right there in his book, and he's going to lay it out. And so either what you're doing now going to get you in, or it's going to have you in eternal damnation. So you got to choose what you want to do. You got to choose where you want to be for eternity.
I agree. And many times, like I say, when we look at our communities, a large percentage of our communities, they believe in Jesus Christ, a large part of it. And to me, the conditions, the way the community is ran and the way it look, it's just something that we got to just understand, that is our belief matching our faith many times.
Well, but Tory, what do they believe? Do they believe that a man existed? See, it's more to it, to believing in Jesus, than just believing that he lived on this earth. You got to believe in the words that he say, and what he propagated, and how he lived, and the example he set. It's more than just believing that, I know the man exists. I assent to his existence. Just the fact that he existed, that ain't really believing in God. Really believing in God is obeying God and doing his will. That's what really believing God is.
Okay. Hey, look, we're going to need that Monday prayer. Seems like there's a lot of stuff going on. Minister Kevin is sick. We need a prayer for Minister Kevin. We need a prayer for the community, Minister Milton.
Let's pray. Lord God, we're so thankful that you've allowed us to be on this platform today, to be alive. It means so much to us that you've given us this gift of life. We know that it's your ultimate expression of love for us. And so, God, we don't take it for granted. We say thank you for life, Lord. We want to live. And although we live in a time where sin has caused sickness, you offer healing. And so, God, to all of the people out here who are dealing with health issues and sicknesses, God, we're asking that you touch bodies, that you heal, God, especially Minister Simmons. God, look to him, touch his body even now as we pray and we cry out to you. Lord God, we just thank you for the joy that you give in the midst of troubled times. We thank you for the peace. We also thank you for giving us a path of righteousness. And Lord, it means so much to us. Thank you for your provision, for food on the table, the things you provide, shelter, all of these things, God, just the beginning of blessings. Thank you, Lord God, for protection in a dangerous world where you don't know if you're going to be hit by a stray bullet or somebody just not driving right, all of the things that happen because people are reckless and careless. We know we're in a spiritual struggle in these days and times, and that this is a classic battle between good and evil. And so, God, give us the strength, those who are striving to do righteously, and those who are trying to convince those who may not understand and who are acting badly to change their ways. God, help us to have the words that are powerful enough to transform minds, to be good witnesses. Help us in our walk before you that we might please you in all that we do. God, it's so much that people are experiencing in these last days and times coming out of the trauma of childhood and dysfunction and the many things that we've faced that have been designed to destroy us, but you uphold us and you keep us and you give us hope. So, God, we're just asking that you look on people everywhere, look on leadership, change hearts, people who make decisions on people's lives, God. Touch the hearts of judges and legislators and presidents and dictators and rulers all over the world. God, move in this world in this last day and time. God, we need you. Cause people to be aware of what your purpose is and what you are about to do. Wake us up, God, in these last and evil times. God, I'm asking that you look on this radio station, that you look on Brother Tory, oh God, that you continue to work with him and deal with him and take him to higher heights and deeper depths. God, move with your power like only you can do. You're a great God. You're awesome. You're wonderful. There is no other God beside you. There is none like you. We worship you and we praise you and we give you thanks. In Jesus' name, amen. Glory to God.
Hey, amen. Hey, look, anything else you want to say, Minister Milton?
Paul said, he fought the good fight of faith. So that means we're in a spiritual warfare. The devil ain't going to make it easy. We are soldiers in the army of the Lord. We got to fight till we die, Tory. Got to fight till we die.
Hey, I thank you for coming on for that Monday prayer. I appreciate it. Definitely hoping that Minister Kevin get well. And I appreciate you for coming on, Minister Milton.
Hey, Tory, shout out to my wife, man. 39 years, I'm still on the honeymoon.
Ooh,
I'm loving that
39
woman,
years
man.
still on the honeymoon. What?
Marriage is beautiful, man.
How?
Marriage is beautiful.
Hey, look, I appreciate it. God bless you, brother. Hey, appreciate you for coming on. When we come back, we're going to get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
I know that's right.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the Jumbotron.
Let's go. This is zipper all down.
Cameraman's all zoomed in on it.
That could have been real embarrassing.
Wearing your Tuesday's panties when it was Friday.
And it's... You're silly. That would be the most embarrassing part.
Listen to Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks, weekdays from noon to 1 on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Join us this Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to celebrate Washington Park Wednesday's Summer Concert Series. It will be a night of music, food, and fun. Also, be sure to tune into Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks from noon until 1 p.m. as she will be taking her show on the road this Thursday live from Ascension St. Joseph's Hospital for the Direct Connect MKE Job Fair. And on Friday, she'll be live from the brand new Trade Hotel in downtown Milwaukee in partnership with On the Rocks Cocktails. The 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
My mom used to always tell me, be careful of the company you keep. My interpretation of that message was, don't hang out around bad people doing bad things. When my thoughts became a little more sophisticated, I realized it was her way of making me understand the power of influence others can have on your decisions. No matter the distance perception might be from reality, you are or will become who you hang around. Benefit by surrounding yourself with like-minded people or mentors you can see yourself becoming and use their journey as a blueprint. That's why you don't see eagles hanging with pigeons, because they don't have the same goals or aspirations. Words are just words when you don't understand or practice the meaning. So I had to turn to one of my favorite books. That's right, sounds nerdy, but I went to the old dictionary to look up the word company. One of the definitions of company is the fact or condition of being with another or others, especially in a way that provides friendship and enjoyment. In addition to that definition, keep in mind the company you keep is a choice. The company you keep can propel you to great heights or rob you of all your hopes and dreams based on your association or who is championing you. Don't be afraid to stand up and stand out for the right reasons, even if that means having to do it alone, because sooner or later, others will understand.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I say, big bad, woman good, lady better. Hey, 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 hey. Now imagine as a shorty, maybe 5, maybe 4, riding around with his mama listening to the radio, and a song comes on, and I'm not far from being born. Doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. Now, I ain't trying to make
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We had a mass shooting on Saturday. It happened around 11:45 p.m. near 14th and Burnham. According to police, the victims were 6 males and 3 females. 22-year-old was arrested. Let's listen to what took place.
Police have arrested a 22-year-old man in connection with last night's mass shooting near 14th and Burnham. 9 people were wounded.
The whole parking lot was full of people, and everyone had their sound systems and everything going on.
People in the South Side neighborhood say the shooting happened during a traditional celebration ahead of today's Puerto Rican Family Festival. Today, people were back at the scene, praying for the victims, calling for change.
My hopes is that we just try to bring some peace, some law, some order back into the neighborhood. The businesses in the area, they want this, but at the same time, they don't want the other negative stuff that comes with it.
Common Council President Jose Perez was at the vigil. He's the alderman for District 12 where the shooting happened. He says police tell him a fight broke out leading to the shooting.
Unfortunately, a fight broke out and someone used a gun, and we're tired of it, and we don't want to hear about these things. We don't want to see them anymore.
Perez encourages any gatherings like this to have a permit so they can have security and a traffic plan and an overall safer event. He also asks parents to make sure their kids follow curfew law.
Hey, look, salute to WISN 12 for that article. And I'll tell you this happened after the Puerto Rican Family Festival. This is something that happens annually. They were gathering in like a lot when this took place. But I'll say this. Remember what happened during Juneteenth? After Juneteenth? And something broke out and they was like, oh, the north side, all this, shooting, and it was all over the news and and then now, okay, it's happening on the south side. Somebody pulling a gun and shooting. And I try to tell y'all, this is not just something that's happening on the north side. This is happening across the city. This is happening across the city. Matter of fact, 2 people over the weekend were shot near downtown. One from a bus stop incident off of 6th in Wisconsin, and I think another one that took place near, Water, I think, somewhere. DJ Brother Z had sent me that article. What I'm saying is we all have to pay attention to when it comes to what's happening when it comes to gun violence. And it's spreading all over. Everybody's pulling out the blick, pulling out the strap. When it's time to, when they get flared up. And we got to start spreading the message. Hey, this is not acceptable. And why would you go to an event where a lot of people at and bring a gun? You know what I mean? Like, why would you go to a festival event with a gun? That idea right there, it just screams that something could happen. Going in the public, going around. Why did you even take your butt outside, with a gun? Going to a festival. I mean, see, and this is where I say we have to really start getting ahead of this around our family members and people that we're talking to. We got to start implementing ideas of safety within our family structure. And many times, I mean, I'll say this. What do family structures look like? What do your family structure look like? I mean, it's a lot of different family structure styles. But whatever it is, we got to start having foundational rules and ideas with our family members and cousins and friends and things like that. We got to start promoting safety ideas within our family structure, our friendship structure, our relationship structures. And it's also we can be safe. And I know, that sounds like a huge task for everybody to do it. But we got to start it with us. And hopefully it catches on because I don't think people having these talks. I mean, we all know who in our family strapped up. We all know. We know them. But are we talking to these people? Hey, look, don't bring the gun to the festival. Don't bring this gun because we about to go out here and have some fun. We don't need all of this extra, And y'all know they hot-headed. Y'all know these people hot-headed. Y'all know these people with that drama. Sometimes y'all got to leave these folks at home. Leave the drama friend and the drama cousin and the drama person that in the crew. You got to let them stay at home sometime. We just trying to go get something to eat. We just trying to hang out. We just trying to have fun. When we go out to festivals, we going to the festivals to enjoy the culture. So why are you bringing this gun? And if you got that kind of drama out here where you got to go in public with a gun, maybe you shouldn't go over there. Maybe you should stay your butt at the crib or go somewhere else. Because now it's looking like nobody's safe no matter where they're going. And it's going to take everybody to get involved. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their Community Uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a Community Uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Be a champion for your neighbors in need and join the Salvation Army of Milwaukee County at their annual Civic Luncheon. This year's luncheon will feature Drew Holiday of the Milwaukee Bucks and Lauren Holiday, an Olympic soccer player, as keynote speakers. The luncheon will be held on August 30th at Pfizer Forum and will honor the recipients of the William Booth Award and the Others Award. These prestigious Salvation Army Awards recognize those who exemplify the spirit of founder William Booth. Find tickets and learn more at samilwaukee.org. That's samilwaukee.org.
This is the story of a very special woman. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician or an entrepreneur. Her knowledge was limitless and still is. She could also make monsters disappear, especially those that lurked in the shadows under the bed. Once, this woman put back together a teenage girl's broken heart, which had been shattered in 1,000 pieces. Just by giving her a bear hug. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the WIAA, are the 178,000 high school sports students in Wisconsin. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, soccer and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, administrators, and officials. We stand for the swimmers, football players, and wrestlers. We stand for the golfers, softball, and volleyball players. We stand as the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. Starter Adrian Hauser struck out 7 batters and allowed only 1 run over 5 innings as the offense comes alive for the Milwaukee Brewers as they complete the series sweep over the Texas Rangers by a final score of 6-2. The Brewers, with the win, remain 3 games ahead of the Cubs for first place in the National League Central Division. Milwaukee with an off day today as they get set to begin a 2-game series with the Minnesota Twins on Tuesday night. Over to soccer as Spain defeated England 1-0 to win the 2023 Women's World Cup on Sunday morning to secure the country's first ever title. And lastly, over to the NFL, as the Green Bay Packers will hit the practice field this week in preparation for their final preseason game on Saturday afternoon. The Packers back to practice tomorrow beginning at noon. That practice is open to the public. This sports update is brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. I said I feel invincible. They like, Poppy, what you get to? I pop a burger retarded. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. I said I feel invincible. Hold on. It's 100 in the spot. I won't keep going. It's 85 just to walk on. I don't talk to this, cause a lot of these be corny. I'm feeling horny, and I shoot like Robert Horry. I'm off this percolating.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2s. Pop Culture Report. Joining me, Kyle Wallace.
Yeah.
In the building.
I'm excited to be here on the Pop Culture Report. I don't get to do this very
Hey,
often.
you don't. Dr. Ken stopped through the last time.
Yeah, I heard him last Monday.
Right.
Getting his thoughts on, was it Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion?
That's what I'm talking about. I didn't know Dr. Ken knew that much about it. He
you
even knew a few songs and everything.
Yeah, he did. He
He got a couple songs ready.
He said,
Yeah.
wait a minute, I got Tory as one of my songs. Let me go see which
Right,
one
that's
I'll be
what I'm
playing.
saying. That's what's up. I saw something right out the city here, and many people have seen it online. It was a situation that took place on Water Street.
Yeah, situation.
On top of a hood of a car.
Uh-huh.
I think it was like near Water and Jefferson.
Somewhere. Was it after the Little Baby concert?
I
It might have
think
been
so.
Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, so this has been making its rounds through Milwaukee. It's actually viral now.
And graphic as well.
Graphic, yeah, for those who listening in, situation took place over the weekend that made its way onto the internet from the city of Milwaukee, where a young woman was acting bad.
She act bad.
Act bad.
Acting bad.
She was acting bad.
She was. Tori, I was on social media and it popped up on my social media. And I clicked it. I did. I was curious about what was going on and what was happening. I wanted to see what all the hubbub was about. And Tori, I was disgusted. I was absolutely disgusted by what I was seeing with my two eyes in my city, because it wasn't just the fact that she was out there acting bad, Tori, but she was acting bad at like 11:30 at night, midnight.
In the middle of a crowd.
In the middle of a crowd on the hood of a car. No privacy, no decorum, nothing whatsoever. This girl was on the hood. This man was laid back on the hood of the car, and this girl was going to town.
Wow.
On this man. And I just could not believe my eyes of what I was seeing. I did not want to see a porno happen in the middle of the street in Milwaukee. You know they be having them extra bright lights in downtown Milwaukee, too.
And this man had a cigarette in his mouth.
He was chilling.
And it's a meme now. It says, ain't no place like Milwaukee.
I guess not.
I love Milwaukee. Until next time, on my way to Houston.
It was disgusting.
This is what this meme is. And I guess whoever this girl was, she was going all the way for it. She went for it.
And now, was she coherent, sober? Like, what was her friend?
Well, her best friend was standing there saying, let's go.
What do you mean, let's go?
She was trying to stop her.
Why didn't she? So wait a minute. How do you allow your friend to get close to a man who your friend may have been drinking, but a man that is sitting on the car with his genitalia out? How do you allow your friend to get that close to it where she starts doing some type of act like that? And then you got people recording. Like, what type of ratchetness is going on?
I mean, she didn't care. Mental health, maybe.
Something was going on.
All I'm saying is this is going around the city. This is going around the city, and I'm going to tell you this, it's one of those things where we got to talk about it, because this is a reflection on the culture here in Milwaukee.
Yes.
And when stuff like this start going viral, you get people from out of town starting to come here and thinking that they're going to have the same experience.
Well, I'm saying, y'all, you talked about it last week on the Tory Lowe show. Mike Epps said the city was dusty.
Right.
I mean, this is dusty behavior, Tory.
Wow. Ashy.
This is ashy, dusty behavior.
Wow. I thought this was the ratchet culture.
No, this is beyond ratchet.
The hot girl summer.
Have you seen this in any
Turn
other
up.
city?
She turned up on him.
Yeah, it was disgusting. So what made you click and watch the video?
No, it was some people were sending it to me. I was like, what's this?
Wait a minute. So somebody sent you that graphic
People
video?
were sending me the video talking about Tory Lowe, did you see this? And I said, what's going on? Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm trying, but
terrible.
The camera pan, and you really got a good look at how many people were around.
Right.
And I know for me, I went to the concert on Friday, and I didn't go out because I'm just too old and too tired to go out after the concert. But had I seen that, I would have been disgusted. I mean, when you talk about a lot of the things we have to deal with in the city with human trafficking and all of these things where missing women and things like that, and the hot girl idea. You got these ideas out here where people will start coming here and looking for this type of thing. Yeah, I mean, but what does this say, Tory, about the community as a whole and the type of young people that we are? And I'm part of the generation. I don't know how old the woman was.
I feel bad for my son. When it comes to like the mind frame of, some of these young. Maybe I think the female rap culture.
I agree.
It's leading. A lot of people say, well, rap music is not that influential, but it's very powerful when you're not practicing moral-based ideas.
Yeah, and when you don't know no better for yourself, where you truly believe what these artists say, they don't actually 100% do. Most of it is a show. I mean, you got a lot of these rappers nowadays, especially like a rapper like Coi Leray. I don't know too much what she raps about, but I guarantee you, half the stuff she rap about, she's not about.
Right.
Because she grew up the silver spoon. You got a rapper like, not Lotto. Lotto is the other one. What's the other?
Ice Spice.
Now, Ice Spice is another one. Grew up a certain way. She didn't grow up poor. Stuff she talking about. Who knows? She probably didn't practice that. But who's the other one? It's Lotto. And the other, who's the really good light skin?
Megan Thee Stallion?
Not Meg.
Light
no,
skin?
there's one more out there too. The female rappers. She just had an album drop that was really.
Cardi B?
No, not Cardi B. There's a name.
Light skin.
Man, what's the other one? Her mom was a model.
Ice Spice.
Her mom was like in the industry as like a model. Y'all can't think of who I'm talking about.
Miley Cyrus?
No,
And she's light skinned?
I know maybe she's not too light skinned, but she had a song that was Rip Me Out the Plastic. I've been acting brand new.
That is Lotto.
That's Lotto.
That's Lotto. Well, who's the other one? There's another one.
I said Ice Spice.
I'm trying. I don't know. I don't know all these black. But anyways, here's the thing is they just be talking about it. They're not really about it like that.
Oh wow.
And it's unfortunate that some of these women are acting bad, or these women having hot girl summers, are talking about rip me out the plastic, and they actually are doing some of these things that these artists would never do.
Right. And like I said, the entertainment. Meek Mill recently was on a video saying that they're paying for the ignorance. Some of the record companies are paying for a lot of this ignorance to be promoted out here. They're giving cash for this. Also, Ice Cube went on a podcast and said that a lot of these record labels are owned by the private prison industry. Ice Cube recently said this on a podcast with Bill Maher. And he said that, hey, look, a lot of this music that we're hearing is advertisement for jail.
It's unfortunate because it really impacts us, and this is the thing that really gets me, Tory. And I'm not here to bash our community whatsoever,
right?
Because all communities have just a trash mentality. But I'm just trying to understand is why does it seem like some of those who do some acts that are just egregious like this or cause trouble just don't act in a certain way you're supposed to act in public?
Right?
Why does it seem like are people that tend to be the ones that act like this? Because we see how white folks act. But when I go out on Water Street, when I see white folks act crazy, it's because they drunk being
and they be brawling on Water Street.
Belligerent. But a lot of times when we talk about when outside the Bucks arena,
and they be a lot of people peeing outside too.
Doing stuff like that. But when I'm talking
they be
about
peeing up against the buildings too.
When the Bucks had something that went down, we was the
right.
face of the negativity.
Right.
We see that when people was cruising up and down the street, hanging out windows, having a good time, a little dangerous, having a good time.
Right.
Now when we see people out here doing fellatio on cars, we the face of it. You know what I'm saying? And it, to me, it just makes
Well,
me feel bad.
I'd never seen that type of video before. I've never seen that type of video coming out of downtown.
Downtown Milwaukee like that, the wild.
That was the first.
Some of the wild stuff like that in Milwaukee, and don't get it twisted. White folks do some wild, crazy stuff. A lot of them do it in their towny bars, but like we out here doing it on the stage for everybody to see with no regrets.
Fabian said that the rapper you may have been talking about,
Sweetie.
It's Sweetie.
That's Sweetie. Yep, that's the one I was talking about, Sweetie.
Okay.
So, but I know, and her mom was in the industry as well. So, like, they might be talking about all that stuff, but they're not really about that. But you got these young women who actually are acting out what they believe to be true, but it's
and
really
they watching these
false.
videos. You know, they watching these 3-minute videos and basing their life around some of the ratchetness that's going on. At the red light, twerking on the headlight, she just took it to the next level.
I feel like Glorilla might really be about that. She might have actually been doing all that.
Hey.
She might have been about that. Shout out to Glorilla.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. When I see things like this, I just wonder, okay, where's the mind frame of the community going? You know, if this is lit, if this is what it is lit, like that to me ain't lit. You know, to me that's embarrassing to a certain degree.
But it's not embarrassing to some, and really where the concern should be is that this young lady is eventually going to become a parent. So what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? What does that mean when this young lady's going to become a parent and this is the mind frame that some people have? I feel bad for the children that she may have. But again, she's still young. I'm assuming she's still young. I don't know what she got. I have no idea. I just feel like that's a disgusting thing to do out in public like that.
Martin on the Talk to Text lines. Martin says, Tory, new 2G freaknik. Terrible. She will never get married for keeps. I guess she'll be always for the streets.
She will be. Who marrying somebody like that after you see that?
Oh,
Can
wow.
you imagine? Could you imagine?
He definitely ain't. He
Well,
said
no.
he was he was about to move on to Houston.
Okay. Oh, wait. So the dude posted a video?
No, whoever posted the video of the dude, I guess this is what the meme says. The meme says, I had a great time in Milwaukee. I'm moving on to Houston.
Back to Houston. I don't know. I'm not ashamed of my city.
I don't
whatsoever.
even know
just
who
think
made
it's
the
just
meme.
discussing that, 'cause this ain't a reflection of Milwaukee, because I ain't never seen nothing this crazy happen.
Ain't no place like Milwaukee.
It really ain't no place.
This
like
is what it
Milwaukee,
said. Look on the meme. They got her blocked out with this.
I think they
with
got her
this-
blocked out because his pecker doodle was out.
Right. So they got her blocked out. Said, ain't no place like Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee. Until next time, on my way to Houston. Video in the comments.
Yeah. I went to the comments.
Wow.
Bruh.
You
freak.
I didn't know what happened. I was curious.
I didn't know what they was doing either, so it ain't outright.
I was just shocked. I said,
So you telling me based on that thumbnail, you didn't know what was happening?
Listen, it looked like somebody was doing something nasty, but I just couldn't believe it, and I had to see it from my own 2 eyes.
Well, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with Kyle Wallace in the building. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, Truth Nation, it's your girl Mel from Nothing But The Truth, and guess what? We're taking the show on the road. Make sure you tune in to Nothing But The Truth this Thursday, August 24th from noon to 1 p.m. as I'll be broadcasting live from Direct Connect MKE's job fair at Ascension St. Joseph's Hospital, located at 5000 West Chambers Street in Milwaukee. Come learn about great career opportunities offered by the City of Milwaukee while watching me broadcast live from the job fair. Again, that's the Direct Connect MKE's job fair at Ascension St. Joseph's on Thursday, August 24th.
Truth Nation, listen up. It's Kyle Olmstead here with CEO Insurance Services. You may have received a letter in the mail stating you need to renew Badger Care or Medicaid post-pandemic. Please review and renew. It is so important to be enrolled in a healthcare plan, and I'm here to make it easy for you if you no longer qualify for Badger Care or Medicaid. I provide a free service to those in need of individual health plans to ensure that you still have access to health insurance. I can also provide services to those who are nearing or over 65 years old. Please call me at 262-393-1012. That's 262-393-1012.
Brewers action heats up with the battle against the Padres. Friday, August 25th through Sunday, August 27th. Join the crew at the Friday night series opener for Harry Potter Night, presented by Wintrust. And don't miss the game on Saturday, August 26th for a Rowdy Tellez bobblehead giveaway featuring the Brewers slugger and his pet dogs, courtesy of Toyota. Get your tickets at brewers.com/promotions.
Educators Credit Union is dedicated to celebrating diversity in the cities where they live and work. Because of this dedication, they support black businesses not just during National Black Business Month, but throughout the year. Supporting black businesses boosts local economies, produces jobs, and helps entrepreneurs achieve their dreams. Educators Credit Union will continue sharing the stories of black businesses, building relationship with businesses in local communities, and buying from these businesses. Learn more about their community partnerships at ECU.com.
Dear hero, whoever you are, you save lives. I live with sickle cell and the pain and the issues that come along with sickle cell every day. I've had lots and lots of blood transfusions over my lifetime, probably in the hundreds. Blood helps me to be able to live.
My final tour was in Afghanistan in 2008. I was hit June 3rd. The next thing I remember, I woke up in Germany. The doctor came in and said, "We're going to amputate your leg." I had to get a lot of blood transfusion to stay alive.
Because of you, I'm allowed to see my son grow up.
Because of you, I got a second chance at life.
Giving equals living. Give blood. Replenish the supply. Make an appointment to give today by visiting hhs.gov/giveblood. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's big on that 12 Buick. Up and I shake the room.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Kyle Wallace in the building.
What up, T-Lo?
Hey.
I just saw that girl on the leash. That's I thought it'd be like a more fancy leash. It was a real dog leash, a little one that can contract.
Another meme out here from somebody from Milwaukee doing something outrageous.
Yeah,
DJ Brother Z, what's going on in this picture?
It's just somebody, being dog walked, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was on the the leash where the dog can run a little bit, and then all of a sudden get to a certain point, it has the tension and it stops. She's gonna go so far away.
Oh no, and this the one with the
retract.
Retract.
You tell him, come back. Yeah, no,
he walking around with the girl on the leash. Wow.
Yeah.
And then she got to be wearing a collar too, because
she's definitely wearing a collar. To each their own. If that's how people want to treat themselves, and let it be.
And it say
I'm all right with that.
The picture said Milwaukee a wild place, boy.
I see Milwaukee is a wild place.
It's getting wild out here.
She's settled. He claiming his territory, I guess.
Oh wow.
She's fine with it. It's
You know what? I was just making a reference. I was talking to somebody, and I said that it seemed like when you get in a relationship, like before you get in a relationship, you can move, go anywhere you want to go. You can get up and move freely. But as soon as you get in a relationship, you got a leash around your neck.
Ain't that the truth?
It's like a dog. Now you in the gate.
I got an invisible leash around my neck, so I can't really talk too bad about that girl.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Most relationships come with a leash.
It sure does. A leash or a chain and a ball.
Hey, look, where you going? That's crazy.
What is that? Who is that?
Who is that? Who are you talking to?
What time you go? Yeah, no freedom.
Why you ain't text me like last hour? No. Wow.
Sometimes it's worth it, so I can't.
I ain't saying it's worth it now, but I'm saying the freedom is definitely minimized.
Oh yeah.
It's like you putting yourself in in a controlled idea.
No, it's self-inflicted. Absolutely.
Right, self-inflicted, right.
Absolutely. So that's why I'm saying they just took what, typically a relationship looks like without the actual leash, and that's probably what it is.
Right.
He just said, listen.
He just said, look, I'm going to just bring the leash with me.
Just because. I want to keep you too close. And she probably don't know how to act around all them brothers.
Oh, wow. He got to make sure that she don't go too far around the brother.
Don't stray too far.
Wow. And she like it. She on her cell phone.
She's content.
She cool with it. Yeah,
She's
she
content
wants
with
to be on the leash.
It might be cultural. Who knows?
Hey,
what if she identifies as a furry?
I think she might identify as a J. I'm not, to be honest. That might be what she really identifies as. That's why he has her on a leash.
Right. Well, I see her. She comfortable.
Her Birkenstocks on.
Hold on. She must like it because she on her cell phone.
No, she's
free. She's free to have a cell phone.
No, she is.
She's not calling 911.
No, because she chose to do this. She
Right,
probably told him. She probably said,
I want to be close to you.
If a woman told me, I need you to put me on a leach, it's my kink or whatever. I don't know. Would you do
You
it?
might fall into it.
Depending on how she
I'm
looks.
gonna leave you
In
alone.
public though?
Some people on the internet. Hey, based on what she looked like, I wouldn't even talk to her.
So you telling me that if somebody you know that you was feeling wanted to be cuffed up on the dog collar?
No, I would not do that. This is the Tory Lowe Show. Let me stop.
I'm just saying.
This is the Tory Lowe Show. Go get an email talking about Tory.
Damn.
I ain't getting in trouble with Tory Lowe Show.
I'm just saying.
I want the smoke.
I know what I'm saying is, now I can see if it was Halloween. Halloween where
makes sense. It's
people do
acceptable.
weird stuff.
It's acceptable for Halloween.
Halloween, everybody do weird stuff. People
But,
run around with diapers and everything.
But middle of August is unacceptable.
But yeah, a minute of 70 degrees outside, somebody walking with I'm looking at what's going on. Is this human trafficking going on?
That's what I'm saying. I ain't finna be in no story.
All right.
Tory Lowe. I'm sorry, T-Lo, but we were going to talk. You got something to say about the Packers, though?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Jordan Love.
How you feel?
Hey, look, Jordan Love
Yeah.
is doing a good job, too.
Okay.
I feel like they was keeping them tight that first preseason game against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But I believe that he was letting it loose. Other than that that wasn't his fault.
No, the center saw somebody jump, so he thought he jumped off sides. He was in the neutral zone, so he snapped it. Jordan Love didn't think the same, so he wasn't ready for it. But he took the blame for it. He said we got to communicate better, which they do, and I like that from a young quarterback.
He got 2 games, got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you that
Looking
last
good.
drive, he looked good.
Real good.
He threw that nice ball to Romeo Doubs. What a great catch Romeo had. Great adjustment. Jaden Reed made a great catch there on the touchdown. They look good.
I mean, I think that right now, a lot of the naysayers, they're starting to see what I see in Jordan Love.
Yeah, he looked like an NFL starter, right?
He looks like an NFL starter. He's cashing in. He's scoring. He they're not keeping him in for the bulk of the game. What I'm saying is he's making scores while he's in the game. To me, he's working the ball down the field.
Yep.
He looks like he's in control to me.
So what you expecting for the season after this?
I got to watch the Chicago Bears game because I got a lot of heat. I got a lot of pressure. I got a lot of pressure on me right now. A lot of people, know what I mean?
Pack, go. You know how I get down.
Hey, look, I'm all for Jordan Love. Like I said, the low expectations to me, many times it seems like he's being criticized heavily. But I think it's because he's the first black quarterback for the Green Bay Packers to start the season. Hey, look, I thank you for the Pop Culture Report, Kyle
Thanks for
Wallace.
having me, T-Lo.
Hey, look, when we come back, I got a question for Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
August is Black Business Month, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth is teaming up with Associated Bank to celebrate the greatness of Black businesses in our community. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. This is why I will be spotlighting 4 Black businesses in Milwaukee. Follow 1017 The Truth on social media and YouTube so you can hear the incredible stories of these Black businesses. And make sure y'all buy Black all month long. Whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member FDIC. Truth Nation, thank you all so much for showing up and showing out during our first annual Truth Family Fest. We love and appreciate your support. We also want to give a special shout out to our incredible sponsors for making the Truth Family Fest such a successful event. So thank you to Ascension Wisconsin, Educators Credit Union, Hunger Task Force, Associated Bank, MATC, Keys Ultimate Gaming, and Riverside University High School. We can't wait to bring the community together again next summer for our second annual Truth Family Fest. When you choose Ascension Wisconsin for your family's care needs, you'll get the right care at the right place at the right time, and you'll get an entire team ready to care for your family. Family medicine doctors care for the whole family, and Ascension Wisconsin will help make sure your family is up to date on screenings and yearly wellness checks. Ascension also cares for you when you are sick and helps manage ongoing chronic conditions. If you don't have a primary care doctor, go to getascensionwisconsincare.com to find one today.
Bandana, check. Boots? Check. Gloves? Check. As a motorcycle rider in Wisconsin, you may go to great lengths to protect your image. Just be sure you're protecting yourself, too. Wear a Department of Transportation approved helmet. Perform safety checks on your motorcycle. Know the traffic laws and don't take risks. Motorists and motorcyclists can work together to achieve zero preventable deaths on Wisconsin roads. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov.
Sponsored by Wisconsin DOT.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I know how much you love listening to me bring all the smoke each and every day from 1 to 4, but now, not only can you hear me bring all the smoke, you can watch me bring all the smoke because the award-winning 1017 The Truth is streaming live. Watch all your favorite shows live.
Yeah, Truth Nation, you heard Tory Lowe right. We are streaming all of our shows live every day. To watch the best radio station with the best on-air hosts in Milwaukee, you have to go to 1017thetruth.com and click the Watch Live link. From there, you'll be able to stream us on YouTube and Twitter and get an inside look on all the fun, like watching me from noon to 1 as I do my daily fire freestyle live. Now you know your girl got them bars, right, Benjamin?
Yeah, Mel, you got them bars, and the truth is must-see TV. So make sure y'all tap in to see my boy Tory Lowe and my girl Melanie Ricks to do their thing live every day by streaming 101.7 The Truth on YouTube and Twitter. We live, baby.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? Oh, this nigga, I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I done seen Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the past. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Welcome to the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show this Monday, August 21st, 2023. And Master Lock announces closure of its sites in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee in particularly. Master Lock Company has announced the permanent closure of its entire southeastern Wisconsin manufacturing facility, resulting in roughly 300 employees being laid off. According to a letter sent by Master Lock to the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development, the entire Milwaukee manufacturing facility will be permanently shut down. So we're losing jobs. They're saying that roughly 325 employees will be permanently separated from employment. And this is on the north side. Now, I've been saying that we're not replacing the jobs that we're losing. And Master Lock is the last of the Mohicans, like the big time good jobs. One of them, they used to have, a lot of good jobs in the city of Milwaukee. What is this saying to the community? Are we replacing what we're losing? I'm gonna tell you this. I got some family members that work at Master Lock. This is huge for the north side because 325 jobs might not sound like a lot, but these are good paying jobs. These are good paying jobs, and many times we don't think about when we lose companies. When we lose living wage job ideas, are they being replaced? And when we talk about violence and crime and things like that, many times economics play a huge factor. It plays a huge factor in the ideal of crime. So when we talk about root issues, root causes of violence, economics are, a part of that conversation. So I call it the A.L. Smith generation, when they had the good jobs and the breweries and things like that, that slowly moved away, that slowly, packed up and left. Were we replacing those economic ideas, or are we replacing those economic ideas with something else? Now, I see Uline and Amazon out there, in the outskirts, good paying jobs on the outskirts. But many times when we talk about the city of Milwaukee, which is the largest black population city in the state of Wisconsin, when you see things like Master Lock saying that they about to close down, where are the living wage jobs in the city of Milwaukee? That, the manufacturing jobs that people can obtain and create a living wage idea for themselves and their families. And, I get a lot of people telling me that there are some manufacturing jobs around. And I say, okay, well, how come we don't know about them? Or are they promoting to the point where we all know that they're here? Kind of like we know Harley Davidson is here. And we know that Molson Coors and things like that. We know that there are some ideas out here that may give us a living wage. But when we talk about the core of the state of Wisconsin, which is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the core, where we have the most residents out of any township, are we getting the jobs? Are we getting living wage jobs that people can go to work and take care of their family right here on the north side of Milwaukee, Wisconsin? And I'll tell you this, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So when I see that Master Lock is closing down, those are 325 good jobs, or potentially where you could get in that Master Lock and go up and make some good money. What is the plan? I haven't even seen an economic plan for the north side. Now, I see a lot of development downtown. I see a lot of development on the outskirts. But I haven't seen a plan, an economic plan for the city of Milwaukee. Now, a lot of people say, well, if the violence is too violent, on the north side for people to set up shop. You know what? Recently, I've seen, the North Ridge area. There was a company that wanted to supply jobs, light industry jobs at Northridge, but the city failed to come through with the contract. That's what I see. Y'all always say, oh, nobody ain't going to come over here. Well, it was a company that wanted to come over here and take over Northridge and supply jobs. And the city wouldn't allow that to take place for whatever reason. For whatever reason. So, okay, what is it? Is it a lie that nobody don't want to come over here? Or is it the city pigeon-toeing the situation where they can't come over here? Why Midtown look like a ghost town? That's all I'm saying. You know, if we don't have an economic idea in place where people can obtain living wage ideas, it's going to be everybody for themselves. And that's the real reality of living in communities where there's no economic plan. But I see buildings going up. Even if it got the TCE in it. I see construction all over the place. I see a lot of construction work going on. But how many of people in the black community, people that from black ideas are working these? I got the bulk of the contract. Right in our neighborhoods. You can't even get off some of the ramps somewhere because there's construction going on. You got to drive up an extra mile and a half to get on the ramp to come back. We got to ask these questions because these elections is coming up in 2024. And we got to ask the real questions. Are we getting what we need from our electors? The people that we're putting in these positions, are we getting an economic idea that's going to help us live comfortably in the areas that we live in? And I'm not seeing that. But if it is, I may not see everything, so I'm going to ask you this. Is there an economic plan for the north side, for the city of Milwaukee, where the majority of blacks live? And if it is, what is it? What's the economic plan? Because I don't see one. Maybe somebody knows something I don't know. We vote. Y'all went out there and tried to vote for Roe v. Wade. Y'all fighting for abortion rights. But what about the economics? That's important. That's very important. They riled you up over George Floyd and all of this other stuff. Well, where's the economics ideas? The living wage ideas. The taxes went up. The 2% tax increase. They did that. But how do you do that and you don't have a solid economic base? I'm just asking. Because what I'm seeing, I see a lot of outskirts development. I see a lot of the good jobs are on the outskirts of the city. And y'all know how they do some of these brothers when they start going out there on the outskirts. The sheriff start pulling them over. Y'all know, we already know the routine. We already know how it's finna happen. They start getting pulled over, going into these townships that's outside of Milwaukee. Next thing you know, about time they get their first check, it's going to citations. And half of y'all ain't got no license. The license ain't renewed because y'all can't pay the wheels tax. So when y'all need the first check to get everything straight, and they're gonna catch you before you get that first check. Because it's half of y'all riding out there, y'all, you know, the transportation ain't all that. Many times. But you gotta ride all the way out there. You can't get on the bus to go out there. So it creates problems. I want to know, am I the only one that don't see a financial economic plan in a city where it's majority black? And if it is a plan, or if it is some things out here, call in. Let me know. Where are the good jobs? Where are the good jobs at? Because Master Lock is about to bounce. That was a good job for a lot of people. And when you talk about poverty, when you talk about people not being able to pay their bills and things like that, where are the good jobs at? I mean, you know what? Somebody said the post office is hiring all the time. The bus company, they hiring, right? That's good. I think the bus drivers make some good money. The post office, I know a lot of people say they looking for mail carriers. I'm just saying. We losing Master Lock. Where are the good jobs? Where are the living wage jobs? LT says companies are not coming to Milwaukee and locating in areas where their employees' car might get stolen, struck by reckless drivers and stuff like that. So the economic plan has to be parents stop and your children from doing all the stuff. Okay, well, what about the building out in Northridge where they was about to bring jobs and the city didn't allow it to happen? What do you got to say about that? They didn't care about what you just said, LT. They was trying to get the Northridge Mall. Chevy Johnson them didn't want to have it. When it came down to them not letting up off of whatever they was holding them restricted to and didn't allow it to happen. So what's that, LT? They didn't care about what you talking about. They just wanted to put jobs on. I talked to the people that was trying to get Northridge, and they told me what was going on. So you sound like you doing mainstream stereotypes on the north side, LT. Because look it up, Northridge Mall. They said they leaving. They finna take their business to Arizona. Then what happened to Talco? The train company that was trying to put jobs over here on the north side off of 27th, on 27th and North Avenue. What happened with that? They didn't, Talco didn't give a damn about the statistics about the community that you talking about. Why they ain't here? I'm just asking a question. Where are the good jobs? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. I'm interested. I'm super interested. DJ Brothers, you a DJ. You had to create your job. You created a job for yourself. You got busy out here. I'm just saying. Where the good jobs at? Look, if y'all don't call in and tell me where, I'm going to move on. Because Master Lock is about to shut down, and that, to me, is the last of the Mohicans. Like, of the nice jobs. Madison says, Tory, isn't it a plan in the works for the Milwaukee Mall being reconstructed into something new? Well, you talk about the Milwaukee Mall over there on 21st and North Avenue. I heard they gave the people the money, but then the contractor got in trouble. I don't know what's going on with that building over there. I don't know. I don't know where they at with it. I heard that the money was given, I think it was like $9 million to redo it. But I ain't seeing nothing done. It still look messed up over there. And that was a couple years ago. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. I think we need to be right here in this pocket when it comes to economics. Where are the living wage jobs at in the city of Milwaukee that people can get some nice monies to take care of their family? I'm talking about $22, or I'm talking about something where it's nice money, not no minimum wage. I'm talking about living wage jobs right now. And I know ain't nobody gonna call up here and tell me. Because I already know it ain't. If I don't see it, I'm all over. I'm looking at all kinds of stuff. Where they at? Eight 212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. I'm gonna move on to something else because I already know the answer to this one. DJ Brother Z. Ain't too many living wage opportunities. We gonna head to the lines. Eddie, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in. Hey, Brother Eddie.
Lowe. How you doing today?
Hey, God bless you, Brother Eddie.
Sorry, I just want to say I'm very Caucasian, and
we know
my people have a knack for making and creating jobs. Tory, if it's a joint venture between private companies and corporations and government and neighborhood associations, whatever it may be, Tory, we try to get it done. It's a new world. It's not the days of my father putting in 32 years at the AMC plant on Richards, right? I'd say the last 8 out of 10 African-American women I've spoken to on the phone when I ask, because I ask. I want to know what's going on with people. I want to know where they're from. I want to know, and everybody's working from home now. So the days of, 11,000 people going to a plant on 3 shifts and getting things done, it's a different kind of economy now. All the manufacturing has been shifted to Southeast Asia, Mexico, China. And I think a lot of the jobs now literally you can do it on your dining room table, and if people are doing it, Tory.
Doing it from home.
You can make a good wage. You can make a living wage from home. But I'll tell you something, Tory. When I was a young man, I worked for a corporation. I don't want to say the name of the corporation, but I was surrounded by liberalism. And quite frankly, it was making me sick. I was getting dizzy. My equilibrium was off. And so I knew I had to go out and create on my own. And I started a business, and I approached people. And I said, you own that old building. It looks like it needs to be painted badly. Let me give you a fair price. I'll do quality work, and it'll work for both of us. And after that one job, a $5,000 job 30 years ago, I probably made dozens of thousands and thousands of dollars from that company over a 2 or 3 year period. Because I gave them a good job. I became valuable to them. And I just went out there and I said, hey, give me a chance to do this. I can do this. I do it for other people. Now I'm doing it on my own, under my own hat.
Become self-employed. That's what you said.
Well, there are jobs. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you get a garage somewhere and go up to 10 people and say, listen, I'm going to detail your car. Most people detail your car for $100. I'll do it 3 times for $225. You give them a deal. You show them that you're good. You make yourself valuable, and people will come to you. I mean, even if you grow at 10 or 12 or 20% a year, you're doing really well. And I'm talking about the kind of wages that are 40, 50, 60 bucks an hour. You can make it. You can make it happen.
I agree. If that's what, the route you want to take, the entrepreneurship route. It can crack.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there's plenty of work out there. It's like we had a conversation about 2 weeks ago about the trades and how people are starving for workers in the trades. It's true. It's absolutely true. A young man wants to go up to a guy who's running a trade shop or a painting company, a carpentry company, maybe a brick mason, and say, hey, my name is Rodney. Here's my card. I want to learn the trade. Just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. I'll do whatever it takes. People want that. They're dying to see the desire of young men come out. They want to see these young men desire and have a passion for the trade.
And that's right here in the city of Milwaukee.
It's everywhere, but certainly in the city of Milwaukee. But I'm going to tell these young men
they can
right
get on
now,
the bus route and show up. No. You know what I mean? If they want to do this, it's within their confines of getting on the bus.
Tory, there were times when my car broke down and I had to take a bus 2 hours from Kenosha to Milwaukee, jump on a Milwaukee bus, go a couple of miles, get to the job, leave early to get down on Wisconsin coach lines, but you do it because it's your responsibility to do it. You don't want to let people down. So if you come into a little hardship, it actually is a character builder to know that you did it. You know what I mean? There are jobs out there, but attitude, there used to be bumper stickers on the sheriff's cars. Remember this? Attitude is everything. Have a positive, proactive attitude, and you're going to become valuable to people, and you'll live a nice life. You'll drive a decent car, live in a decent place, wear decent clothes, go on decent vacations, and set aside decent money. It's out there. Everything that we used to beg for in the late 80s when the economy, actually in the early 80s when the economy was bad, 200 guys would apply for one job that paid, in today's wages, about $18 an hour. 200 men would apply. Now they can't give away these jobs, and the wages are triple. So on that note, I'm going to go.
Hey, look, if y'all listening,
I want everybody to have a good day at 101.7.
All right, Eddie, thank you for tapping in. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. When I was out in Iowa and Minnesota, it didn't matter which direction I walked. I can get a job for $22 an hour. They kept economics in their communities. They kept about 4 or 5 situations that you can get good wages in these towns. So when I come home to Milwaukee, I want to know, when you see, certain ideas leaving, do the leadership have the understanding of replacing these ideas, even if it's modern ideas, even if it's upgraded ideas? Are they capable or competent enough to make sure that the area has the proper economic ideas going on? I'm interested. Let's go to Rhonda. Rhonda, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. How you doing, Rhonda?
All right, how you doing, Tory?
Fine.
Tory, listen, my nephew works for Department of Public Works Sanitation Department.
Mm-hmm.
The garbage truck, right?
Right.
And they hire all the time. And they have people, they don't care if you're a felon, they hire you. So that job is still available.
The Department of Public Works. The garbage pickup.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. You can be in jail, get out of jail, whatever. They'll hire you.
Okay.
Men and women. So I want to throw it out there to you.
Now, do you have to take the shot to get them jobs? Because a lot of folks ain't running like that.
I can talk to him and see if they got to take it now. Because I know at first they did, when in the beginning,
right,
when all the mess was going on, of course they had to take it, but I don't know about now.
Okay. Hey, look, well, I appreciate you for calling in, because I think that many times when we talk about living wage jobs, many times we scramble in black communities, and they always try to put the narrative out there that, people don't want to work or this and that. It's always some kind of excuse, but I believe it's falsehood, because I believe what person don't want to make a decent wage for themselves and their family? I mean, we all got to eat. You telling me I got to take life and death hustle risks to make money for my family? No, this is why you have townships. This is why you have elected officials. This is why you have structure, so they can have these type of ideas in the neighborhoods. That's why a lot of old school cats, when they came to Milwaukee, it was plenty work to do. A lot of us are here because of what happened back then. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to stay on the lines, and we're going to see what we have on the Talk to Text lines. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation. It's your girl Mel from Nothing But the Truth, and we're taking the show on the road. Make sure you tune in to Nothing But the Truth on Friday, August 25th from noon to 1 p.m. as I'll be coming at you live from the brand new Trade Hotel located in the Deer District in downtown Milwaukee. Come watch me do my thing while enjoying a delicious On the Rocks cocktail. Y'all know they have so many great flavors that you have to try. Again, that's this Friday at noon, live from the Trade Hotel in downtown Milwaukee. I'll see you there. At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as 1 business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all. I made one call and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call and that's all.
They will do what they say they're going to do. One call and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
That's a vibe.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We've been talking about the economic ideas in the neighborhoods, especially black neighborhoods, and we want to know where the living wage jobs at. You know, many times jobs leave, you know, they come and go. But when it comes to our neighborhoods, I want to know where the living wage jobs at. And I appreciate everybody for tapping in, you know, and talking about and discussing this with me today. Millicent, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, Tory, how you doing?
How you doing, Queen?
Okay, living wage jobs. There's a place over where A.L. Smith used to be on 35th, and I just can't call the name of it. And they had made it to have companies come in and make a business there. It's on 35th, right there where A.L. Smith used to be in that area. They have been trying to get businesses in that spot, and the businesses won't come. Businesses, no jobs are coming, no business is coming.
What about the Northridge situation that just recently took place? I talked to those people personally.
The Northridge situation.
They wanted to have Northridge.
The Northridge situation.
That was a lot of jobs.
I don't think people understood. No, that was really no jobs. They just want that property for tax reasons. They can write that off in their countries as taxes.
Oh, they had a
but
plan.
As far as jobs,
I'm just saying they had
a plan. I don't think they. I know they.
I saw a lot of that. I looked
no jobs. Okay, no jobs, no business, no grocery stores, no nothing is gonna come to the north side. Our money isn't worth the hassle.
Oh, okay, but what I'm saying is, Queen, that there was a couple ideas that were. Hold on, it was a couple ideas that did come.
One place. Let me finish though, Tory, because you've been talking. That one place.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stop you because I'm telling you something just happened.
Okay, that one place was going to give jobs for everybody.
No, what I'm saying is, every time we get an idea that do want to come here, it's shut down.
Well, I don't know if that idea was shut down at Northridge. I don't know about that, but
the city wouldn't back off certain ideas that didn't allow them to take over the property.
Okay, that one place. But when we're talking about jobs and economics, people have to understand that a company, let's say Walmart, for example, they want to come into this community because they want the money, but it's not worth. Our money isn't worth the hassles that they go through. A new company isn't going to come to a situation where their people aren't safe, the workers aren't safe, they can't drive to work. It's just too much going on to sell.
And I understand that narrative. I understand that narrative. But what I'm saying is, I've been here a while now, and I've seen Talco, when they was about to set up all of that, that was shut down by the government, by the leadership.
The city didn't do that. The state did that.
Okay, but it was by the leadership ideas. These people wanted to come here. Okay, and then you got recently from Northridge.
The state told them they couldn't.
Right. Okay, but what I'm saying is, okay, so you just answered my question. I said that's the leadership. These are people that are in place to make sure.
Isn't trying to help Milwaukee.
Hold on, but what I'm saying is, when I see ideas, I've seen ideas that tried to come here that were stopped and shut down by the powers that be, whether it's the state, whether it's the city.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but the state, you can't consider that somebody that's in our corner. But the people in the city, I do think that they have been recruiting. They've been trying to get people to come here. They don't want to come. And you can't.
Hold on.
Really
Also, I got people that. Hold on. Also, I got people that have called on this show that said that they tried to set up a business and the city would not allow them to take over the situation. And that I can have people calling for days off of that.
But Tory, when people say that, sometimes they didn't let you set up the situation because you couldn't get the liquor license. You couldn't get the license. The bill. It's a lot of reasons why.
Or they said that they have other ideas. Hold on. No. They said that they have other plans for this idea. You know, they'll tell them that too.
Okay. I'll leave it alone. I just know that there have been businesses that have been trying to come here, but then they look at the economic situation of the people who live here, and they say it's not worth the hassle.
I believe that's going on as well.
It's okay.
I do believe that happens too.
I think we think it's okay to have to fight your way in the morning to get to work with people running you off the road, but most people don't want to go to work in that kind of atmosphere.
And I agree with that.
Companies aren't going to come here.
All right, but what
we have to clean up internally.
I agree with the idea that you just spoke, but what I'm saying is, when I watch things happen and it's totally don't have nothing to do with that, it makes me scratch my head.
Well, the other option is a lot of people need to just realize that some things just ain't for you. So it could be that at some point in time, it might be time to just say, I give up and go. Because at this point, things are going to be moving very, very slow. So if you're in a rush to make it, if you're trying to skip steps in life, you can always get pushed back. And I think that's part of the problem, too. You know, we got, and I said this the other day, Everybody wants to know why we a food desert. We're a food desert because we're not a gun desert. See, we don't have a grocery store, but everybody got a gun.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And some people got guns that shouldn't even have guns. Like the one that teacher bought for that 14-year-old that she was messing around with that we're going to talk about when we get back. Hey, we're going to run the break. Truth Nation. Stay like that right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
When you choose Ascension, Wisconsin for your family's care needs, you'll get the right care at the right place at the right time, and you'll get an entire team ready to care for your family. Family medicine doctors care for the whole family, and Ascension, Wisconsin will help make sure your family is up to date on screenings and yearly wellness checks. Ascension also cares for you when you are sick and helps manage ongoing chronic conditions. If you don't have a primary care doctor, go to getascensionwisconsincare.com to find one today.
Calling all dessert lovers. Craving something sweet and delicious? Look no further than Rashida's Creations, your one-stop dessert shop. Indulge in Rashida's heavenly cake slices, available at 48 local stores near you. Or treat yourself to the finest flavors that'll satisfy your cravings, like Rashida's Strawberry Crunch Crumb or Rashida's Sweet Cake Jars, which are now available to ship across the U.S. Follow Rashida's Creations on Facebook at Rashida's Creations or place an order directly from their website at rashidascreations.com.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 101.7 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
The summer of 2023 will not soon be forgotten as the impact of climate change blanketed our city, literally. Canadian wildfire smoke gave Milwaukee some of the worst air quality in the nation, if not the world. Also, these impacts, because of climate change, showed us that there's yet another disparity for us to be concerned about. African Americans are much more likely to have respiratory illnesses, and black children are much more likely to have asthma. In fact, the Office of Emergency Management data shows a disproportionate amount of calls for respiratory issues because of that wildfire smoke, at 54.8% have been from African Americans. African Americans have higher rates of pre-existing health conditions that would be exacerbated by the particulate matter in that wildfire smoke that we know was caused from lightning and extreme drought conditions to our neighbor to the north in Canada. Black children are much more likely to have asthma than kids of any other races in America, and much more likely to live near polluting plants and in rental housing with mold and other triggers because of the racist housing policies in the nation's past. Their asthma is often more severe and less likely to be controlled because of poor medical care and the mistrust of doctors. Just when we thought we had all the disparities we could shake a stick at, here we go again with Canadian wildfire smoke as an extension of climate change negatively impacting African Americans. Climate change is a global issue. It is a national issue. It's a local issue. Admittedly, the black policy struggle for equality has not focused on climate change, but if the summer of 2023 has showed us anything, now it certainly should be.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 101.7 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. Starter Adrian Hauser struck out 7 batters and allowed only 1 run over 5 innings as the offense comes alive for the Milwaukee Brewers as they complete the series sweep over the Texas Rangers by a final score of 6-2. The Brewers, with the win, remain 3 games ahead of the Cubs for first place in the National League Central Division. Milwaukee with an off day today as they get set to begin a 2-game series with the Minnesota Twins on Tuesday night. Over to soccer as Spain defeated England 1-0 to win the 2023 Women's World Cup on Sunday morning to secure the country's first ever title. And lastly, over to the NFL as the Green Bay Packers will hit the practice field this week in preparation for their final preseason game on Saturday afternoon. The Packers back to practice tomorrow beginning at noon. That practice is open to the public. This sports update is brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top, yeah.
Low bass, fat, baby, tap in.
tap, tap in. Diamonds dancing on your neck, better tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. Getting money, get rich, baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. MLB, icy game, better tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. Wrist on glitter.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hey, look, we've been talking about living wage jobs, economics on the north side of Milwaukee. And like I said, I think that many times when we had these discussions, I do hear a lot of stereotypes on the black community. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this: it is some people that don't want to do X, Y, and Z, but it's a lot of people that want to have you telling me that a whole north side don't want to have a safe environment. The few people that are causing the issues, we can get rid of that once we stop being so docile and reactionary. That could be eliminated. But the thing is, every environment needs good jobs and things to do for the youth and for the adults. Who do we have on the talk to text lines? 3219. 3219 says, we have to stop making so many excuses and face the reality that these young black men and women don't want to work no matter what the amount is. They don't want to work, DJ Brother Z. They say nobody don't want to work. No matter how much they paying them. They just don't want to work. Hey, and 3219 also goes on to say, I agree with that sister wholeheartedly. Millicent. I guess he agrees with Millicent, what she was saying. I guess they kind of had the same philosophy. Paul says the DOC is hiring COs for $33 an hour. My wife's department is at only 54%. They said that y'all could be like Officer Ricky. You know, Rick Ross was a CO. Yeah. Rick Ross he worked as a corrections officer. Y'all can get down there, and he turned out pretty cool. Rick Ross. Hey, we gonna head to the lines. Mr. Hope, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
How y'all doing out there, brother?
How you doing, Mr. Hope?
All right, all right. I just want to comment about what the last caller called in and said. The lady, if you go back a while, they was going to bring Oshkosh Defense down here to Milwaukee. They blocked that and took it way up to the Oshkosh. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you said, everything they try to bring down here, they block it.
Right.
And there was something else. What else? What it was? I was trying to keep my train of thought while I was on hold. There's one more comment I wanted to tell you about.
Was it recent?
They was going to bring down. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The big three, Ford, Chrysler, GM, they moved back to New York. They moved back to Detroit. In Detroit, you can see 7 Mile all the way from 3 Mile. And I don't think nobody more city powerless than Detroit.
Right. They went bankrupt.
They went bankrupt, and they back.
Because they set up shop. The auto industry made a comeback.
They made a comeback, yeah, on the impoverished city. So why the same thing can't be done here?
Right.
And how long has Midtown been looking like a ghost town?
Hey. For a minute.
The Starbucks didn't last a year. It's gone.
Every time I go to Midtown, it just look like it's getting quieter and quieter up there.
Yes, it does. It does. And I mean,
they gonna blame it on us though. They gonna blame it on y'all don't want to do nothing.
Right.
Hey, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. I guess nobody. I guess nobody don't want nothing. I guess.
Right. One more last thing.
Go right ahead.
If Walmart is closed down in Midtown, why do you have 24-hour security on an abandoned building?
Here we go.
There's nothing there to steal.
And we may have to put the rabbit hole music on because a lot of people think.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
thank you, my brother. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Hope. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate that. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. We gotta make sure that we having these conversations, because when you see huge economic ideas leaving the neighborhoods, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about where are we finding the living wage jobs. Wayne says, Tory, if the city was interested in making a change in North Milwaukee, it can be done one block at a time. I believe the issues is who gets the value. All right, when we come back, we're going to head to the lines. We got Al on the lines. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Friday Night Lights now officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud new home of Marquette University High School football. Be sure to tune in to Marquette Hilltoppers football every Friday night at 7 p.m. as we bring you some of the best gridiron action in the area. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Leff's Lucky Town, Liberty Engineering, and Marquette University High School.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and I lost my 10-year-old daughter, Teresa, to COVID in just a few short days. Teresa was a healthy child who loved to dance. When Teresa got sick, I didn't think it was serious until she was rushed to the hospital. COVID and flu can be serious for anyone, but they're especially dangerous for communities of color. Please get your COVID and flu vaccines and stay up to date on all immunizations, because vaccines save lives.
To learn how to protect your family, visit vaccinateyourfamily.org/learn.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy. You know what? We should make an emergency communication plan. That way we're ready this year. At my dorm, we have emergency kits for earthquakes and wildfires, but I'm sure there's something more local I can send you with a link.
Okay.
Smart.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tell me who on the with us. 1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hey, look, we've been having a great conversation. I appreciate Truth Nation for those who are chiming in on the conversation today about the economic situation on the north side, living wage jobs. You know, Master Lock, one of the, I call the last of the Mohicans, one of the better paying opportunity jobs from the A.O. Smith days, they about to pack up and leave. And I'm going to tell you this. I mean, you got to have economics in the community. You just got to. You got to find a way to upgrade the ideas of if the manufacturing ideal is out of here, then you got to bring in another industry. You got to be good at interchanging ideas when you run in a community, when you run in a township. I'm just wondering, where are the good jobs on the north side? I thank everybody for chiming in. Al, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
You know, I find it to be kind of comical when I hear we're not worth the hassle. We're worth the hassle to shoot, kill, incarcerate, but we're not good enough to employ. We're hassle enough to spend $41 million in unnecessary police lawsuits and spend $100,000 in new guns that's going to keep killing us. We hassle enough for tax increases, but we ain't hassle enough to employ.
That's what I'm hearing.
Keep in mind when it was jobs on the north side and they were advertising places on the outskirts, we was not even getting notified and they was coming to our communities. We got 597 manufacturing companies in the United States. And you tell me we're not even hassle enough to try to get at least 20 of them to come to Milwaukee and give them a tax break? Since we got raw land, abandoned buildings, we can't find nobody to work. So we can't tell felons to give them the opportunity, since the walls are stacked around them, that they can work there. Or we can't go to these high schools and say, hey, we got jobs here. We want you to be an asset to society. But we're not worth the hassle. But when it comes to these big, wide-mouth, indoctrinated cops who use a pity party to get your damn vote, now they're hassle enough to get your vote. But then when they stand there with the glaze and the glittering of their eyes, showing a big mouth the master, talking about high-rise buildings, taking your vote to give 1 million people to come to your state, you're not even hassle enough to vote for. Don't you think there's a problem with that? See, it's good to say it might not be for you, because master wants you to put that in your mind. See, that's the indoctrination and the book and the beliefs of the Bible. I call it the book of bull, sugar, honey, iced tea. But if they really wanted to fight for you, they would be by any means necessary to get factories, foundries, warehouses, and they would change these laws where fellas can work, they can get an education, because when you have work, you don't have crime. But if you take away the work, you got crime. But when you got these no-good bastards who indoctrinated, their goal is not for us to be a hassle when they want to make it all white. Because in their eyes, if it's white, it's right. So,
hey, all right, well, Al, we got to run the break. Truth Nation. Stay like that right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 101.7 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
Tap into Milwaukee's most entertaining morning show.
Hey, good morning. Y'all should change this station to the Butt Naked Truth. That was the Butt Naked Truth. Miss DC,
oh my God,
I'm
love that.
I'm so scared of you. I mean, it's like, you just You sweet, but when somebody rub you the wrong way, you better look out.
Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes.
From Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hit segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Getting support from friends online kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
Instead of smoking after I ate, I'd get up and take a walk.
I missed having a cigarette in my hand, so I'd hold a pen or a straw, anything.
Until I knew I wouldn't give in to temptation, I spent more time with my friends who didn't smoke.
I went to places that were smoke-free.
I didn't stay quit the very first time I tried.
I kept on trying, and I learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit.
We did it, so can you.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? Oh, this nigga. I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I done seen Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's mentioned. It's not.
I don't care if it's the past. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20 to 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, the movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show this Monday, August 21st, 2023. And we got some smoke on the lines, but before we get to the lines, I want to talk about this teacher from Brown Deer who was accused of having sex with this 8th grader and then bought him a gun. Police say they also found new photos of Taisha Bolden, 34 years old, the teacher, in the student's phone. Let's listen to see what happened with this teacher and student.
A teacher at Pilgrim Lutheran Church in Wauwatosa is charged with having sex with a 13-year-old student and buying him a weapon. The criminal complaint included this photo of 34-year-old Taisha Bolden. Investigators say she was the boy's 8th grade teacher last year. According to the criminal complaint, she gave the student her personal phone number and the two began texting. The complaint says she sent him several nude pictures before they had sex. The teen told investigators he asked Bolden to buy him a gun and she gave it to him on his 14th birthday. According to the criminal complaint, they stopped speaking after Bolden refused to buy the teen a second gun.
Wow. Oh, my God. That's a lot to take in. And this story has been floating around social media all weekend, where the teacher that went and messed around with the 14-year-old boy had buck-naked pictures in his phone and bought him the pistol. This is a teacher. And it's sad. It's sad. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this. When you're a predator, you know, when she preyed upon this young man, and maybe the young man has some swag, DJ Brother Z. Maybe the young man, you know, she gave him her number, and I guess they took it from there. Hey, I mean, it's disgusting to hear that this teacher, this woman, went this hard for this 14-year-old boy. So she went and bought him the blick, and then I guess they broke up because she didn't want to buy him another gun. Like, and now you got her mug shot all over the city right now for doing this. Supposed to be an educator. We talk about education and things like that. It's a lot of stuff going on when it comes to our children going to these schools. What do you think? What do you got to say about? What's your reaction to this story, DJ Brother Z?
That's crack smoking crazy is what that is.
Hey, look, if y'all got any reaction to this, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Also, we've been talking about economics on the north side of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Where are the living wage jobs, you know, in the city when it comes to the north side? I guess a lot of people say nobody don't want to work. Nobody want to have good jobs. And everybody driving crazy, I guess. That's what they said. Emmy Real, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Please, Lord, what's happening with you, baby?
How you doing, Emmy?
Man, as far as the teacher, shorty, right, look, peep this. She ain't going to get the same time that a man would get, man. They going to let her off kind of smooth because she already played herself buying little dog the strap. And she just plastered all over the news, so she burnt up. But that's a whole nother show and another topic. Right. Because it'd be a whole lot of talk about double standards. And we don't never really talk about the double standard in the justice system. Because if a man was doing this to a little 8th grade girl, oh, man, he'd be cooked. It'd be, man, they'd be talking about dudes still. But whatever. All right, now, Pete, the problem with the cities, right, and the jobs or whatever is this. Like, when you talking about this, you talking about money. So you got to understand how it works.
Right.
How it works is you don't never want to catch the falling knife. You want to let the knife hit the ground first, then you pick it up. And Milwaukee right now is the falling knife, man. So in order for Milwaukee to get better, it's going to have to get all the way worse to the bottom. That's when people going to want to come in and invest because everything going to be cheap.
Right.
Right now, stuff is cheap, but they still got a little value to it because they like, oh, we kind of in the middle. We almost over with, but we ain't completely over. You got to wait till they break all the way down. Ain't no money, ain't nothing worth nothing. By that time, all the black people, majority of them going to be in that left. Like the caller said, if you don't like it, you got to leave. Majority of the black people, they going to be in that left. Move somewhere else. Then that's when the white people, they going to come in and gentrify the city. That's basically what's going to happen. They're doing it a little bit now, but it's just too much of a fight. The black people too wild, so they can't just move right in because they're going to get robbed. Like you said, it's dangerous. The people drive dangerous. Everybody got guns, all of it. So that's what's happening. The only way the jobs, but this the other thing, no. The Mexicans, they ain't having this problem. So, like that caller, the lady that called in and was talking about, oh, it ain't worth it or whatever, how the old people had jobs and what they did or whatever. A lot of the old people dropped the ball, man. They was getting that A.O. Smith money. They was getting that Miller and Paps and all that money that was in the city back in the day, and they blew it, man. They blew it on cars. They blew it on cocaine. They blew it on clothes. They blew it on a lot of stuff, man.
Wow.
And they didn't create no other businesses to employ young black people today. So you got a bunch of old black people that's trying to hold on to the little money that they had from 50 years ago, because that's when A.L. Smith was going on, or like 40 years ago.
Right.
And then they don't got.
But they got pensions.
Nobody.
They got the pension idea too.
Yeah, but that's all they got though.
Right.
But the taxes going up on everything that they own, so they getting burnt out too. So they don't got the money to spend. They don't, man. It's a cold game, but
right.
if black people would just start trying to understand it instead of doing all this frivolous stuff that we be doing, we'd come up. We'd be able to understand how to create jobs so that we won't have these problems. Because that's all we got to do. Because what we doing is basically begging the man to come set up shop in our hood. And then what's going to happen is he going to get here, set up shop how he want it, and then we going to complain and say, oh, this ain't how we want it.
They treating us bad.
This ain't the jobs we wanted. Yeah, or they treating us bad. Of course they treat you bad. You just beg these people to come here. And now you mad at how they treat you. Black people got to get better, man. We ain't begging them to bring companies here, begging them to bring jobs here. None of that's going to matter, because what they going to do, they're going to bring immigrants here with them jobs. And they going to get the jobs.
Like what's going on in Chicago.
Man, that's how the game always going to go, man. They got to get more brown people in here to counteract the black people. The more brown people they get, the less they got to worry about the black people, because they can cater to the browns and the whites, and then the black people just kind of left out.
Oh, wow. All right,
that's
Amy.
How the game is,
hey,
man.
Look, I'm not gonna give you no pushback, because I see it all the time when it comes to our communities, that all these stereotypes and all this stuff that go on, and it helps them to maneuver like that. So if we believe the stereotypes and the negative energy that they putting out, and we regurgitating it, then we deserve what we get. George, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in. How you doing, Brother George?
Good. Thank you for taking my call, Tory. It's been a while since I called you, and I'd like
Thank you for calling in.
Comment about. Okay, I'd like to comment about the situation going on about Milwaukee. You know, a lot of these young people now. I've been in Milwaukee for like 57 years. Mm-hmm. Okay, and so Eddie mentioned earlier about the trades, how you can get jobs in the trades. You can now, but at one time the trades would not let you in there. You know, those were good paying jobs, and whites kept the jobs. But now, because a lot of the whites, they're older, they're retiring, for whatever reason, they're dying out, then those are jobs. They really are open. All the thing a person got to do, MATC have a program for free. A person can go down to MATC and learn trades, skillful trades. You know, like in the iron workers, carpenters, bricklayers, whatever. You can learn these trades. They were no cost. And once you get the certification through the program, you can go and get these jobs. But I'll tell you, Tory, a lot of individuals now, young blacks now, they don't want these jobs. And I'm gonna tell you why. I think I can take you right now on 5 corners, and you will see at least 5 to 10 blacks just hanging out, not doing nothing. But you mentioned them about, come on, let's go get a job, get a trade. They'll forget, man, forget you, man. Man, come on, I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, go around that corner, they'll smoke that weed, they'll drink, they'll have the alcohol. You know, we got to have a mindset that's got to change these things in the city. You know, Alias, I don't agree with 99.9% of what he said, but he's right about the trade. You know, but our kids, man, and grandkids, they have to want to do this. You know, and I want to let you go. My granddaughter, she was listening to what I said, you know, and she's 23 now. I told her, you got to kind of settle down and figure out what you want to do. And she's, you know, granddaddy, I always was good with my hands, and I like fish and that thing. So what she did was she went to school, went down to MATC. She got certified in, you know, through air conditioning and heating and air conditioning. Now she have a job. I won't name the company, but it's a well-known company in the area, and she's making about $40 an hour. Her internship was only I think she told me 12 weeks. You know, so I mean, the jobs, they're here. They are here. But a lot of times these companies, man, they don't want to just bring you and pay you that kind of money. You don't know nothing. I mean, we gotta get off this complacency thing where everything is gonna be blasé, just gonna come to us. It don't work like that. We gotta make a sacrifice in order to get those good jobs. They're here, they are here. These jobs are here, but they can't go to.
And they in the trades. You saying that go to trade route?
They're in the trades. They're in the trades. These older people, they're retired. They're retiring. They're dead. They're whatever. They're gone. But the businesses are still there. They need people to replace them. You right now, I'm gonna give you a real situation. Right now, you can drive all over 17th and North Avenue, all over. You see all these orange cones, all this construction work going on everywhere in the city. You don't see none of us out there working. Now, why do you think that is?
Right, because they got all the good jobs. Yeah, they got all the jobs.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because those people that go out there, Tory, they taking some kind of course. These people aren't gonna let you just go lay out this concrete. You don't know what you're doing. Right. Forms. You got to go get some training. But we don't want to take the time to go get the training.
It's some brothers out here that say that they not getting the contracts and they went through the training.
I don't believe it. If you do, you can count them on one hand.
I'm just saying. I hear a lot of conversation.
They can go and they can bid these contracts. All the contracts with the city, they bid it out. They can form the company, bid these contracts out with the city, and get the contract itself. That's how these people are getting these jobs. They bid them out, right. And they get it. If they got a better contract, the city still got this minority. They got to have so many. I think 40-45% minority.
So
blacks.
So you're
women.
saying, George, you're saying that, you know, because I heard some brothers say that they not getting the jobs, they not getting these contracts. They
getting it. Why they get it? If they got a better bid, they gonna get them.
I'm just
saying.
saying.
Here's the thing about it. Those bids, they are public records. So if there's some kind of conniving going on, all they got to do is file a suit. You know, they're trying to.
You can file a suit.
But this thing about it, you got to make the right bid though. You'll just there might be a few that's not getting these jobs, but I guarantee you the vast majority of them is bidding. They out here doing it, man. They're doing landscaping. They doing something. They get these jobs with the city and with the state. And one thing that hurt us here is the state. You got these Republican-led legislators, okay? Milwaukee, we just do. So, man, but that's gonna be another story. But I'm mad about how when they put the sales tax on us. I'm mad about how this Chevy, our mayor, how they sold us out, man. I would rather for the China State put it through bankruptcy rather than this deal they're giving us right now. I mean, we got to pay this sales tax and the money go nowhere but to police officers and firefighters. What about the schools? They don't get none of this money.
Hey, they
got so many options.
They didn't want us to vote. They took away our right to vote on it.
Why did they got there? Well, here's why. Here's why. Because once they got in there, we did not demand things from them. Man, they put that sorry Ron Johnson back in there. Guy not worth 10 dead flies. You know, but they're gonna put him back in there. And right now, you can't name, or his supporters cannot name two things that he did while he was in office. Not two, but they're gonna put him back in there again over Mandela, and they wouldn't give Mandela a chance. You know, so. Well, I'm telling you, I'm gonna exhale now, so I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for taking the call.
Look, I appreciate you for calling in, Brother George. Have a blessed day. We got time for another call. We got to run a break. Preston, you on the news?
Hey, how you doing?
1017 The Truth. How you doing, Brother Preston?
I'm good, brother, and yourself.
Fine. What's
Only
on
thing
your
I
mind?
wanted to say is, the brother there's brothers out here who are not working. They don't seem to have an interest in a job. I got jobs at our company. We try hiring young brothers and sisters and can't get them. But we're not in the trades. We're in the professional security side where we hire people and train them as investigators and things of that nature. It's like impossible to get them. But we got people who come up from Kenosha, even as far as from Chicago, to come up and get the training for free. And, I don't understand the reasoning, but I will tell you this. What I do know is that, those jobs that the brother just got done talking about are out there. That don't mean you're going to get them if you look like me or you. I'm just telling you like what I know. I deal with these people all the time. I had to argue with the RNC just recently dealing with, hey, who do you have providing the security for what's coming up?
Right.
Their answer was people who were out of state.
Wow.
But those jobs are supposed to be people here. So because I complained so much, they did send me an email saying, hey, we would like to have your service. But I had 24 hours to respond, and by the time I got the email, the 24 hours had already passed.
Wow.
They slick. And this is what I think the brother is not understanding. There's a reason why when you go out there and you see all those people working those jobs, they're not from Milwaukee. They're from outside Milwaukee. And for whatever reason, people outside of Milwaukee get these jobs in our city. They'll put a woman on there, on the board, and that makes it a minority company.
Right.
They know how to play the game. But I try telling young people all the time, look, you the only people I know that will go get a job with a white person, and this job that you're getting, you ain't got no chance for promotion. You ain't going nowhere. It's funny to me, especially in the field I'm in. I sit there and I tell young people all the time, I'm like, look, you work for Allied, you work for Securitas and stuff like that. You will be a security guard for the next 25 years. Why don't you come over here, get the training
at a good wage?
Yeah, and they won't do it.
Wow.
They will not do it. Because for some odd reason, maybe through their mama, their grandmama, or somebody, then taught them that working for black people ain't the way to do it. So we've been in business 30 years.
That the black ice ain't as cold as the white ice.
That's right.
Wow.
And, it's so strange because I brought in a couple of young black people, and they were looking, and they were like, well, why are these people contacting you? I said, because I'm the expert in the field. And I'm not white.
Wow.
And they're shocked.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. I had a what they call an experiment one time that they did on us when we was at one of these programs when I was coming up, and the white teacher came in and said something, and everybody listened to the white teacher. Then the black teacher came in, and everybody kept talking. And so these are things that we've been trained to do, to ignore each other.
I mean, it's so strange. I mean, I have Caucasians that come, they work for me, no issues. They're like, I done researched the company. I know what the company is about. Y'all been around the X amount. They can tell me more about the company than me and the original other two founders.
Because they did some research.
That's right. But I can have a brother or sister come in, oh, y'all hiring for security guards? No, I'm hiring for investigators and in other areas. You're interested in that? Oh, no, I'm not interested in that. But they'll take a security guard job.
Wow.
It's one of those things that it's the mentality is not from when I was growing up, because when I was growing up, I saw on the corners, everybody talk about the corner stores, they were black owned. I grew up in Milwaukee.
All right. Hey, look, Brother Preston, I can understand the frustration, especially when you say young people, we got a good paying jobs for you, and they reject those ideas. Hey, look, we should get his information. What's your information, Brother Preston? Hey, let us know if somebody's listening and they got somebody that may work. Give us some information on how we can contact you.
You can contact me over at Vanguard Intelligence and Security Group. The phone number is 414-215-9354 or VanguardIntelGroup.com. You can just look up Vanguard Intelligence. It'll pop up in the Gmail search or whatever, search engine. Like I said, we've been around 30 years. We're considered, not according to me, according to white folks, as one of the foremost best domestic and worldwide private intelligence organizations in the country.
Oh, wow.
So when I say we hire people and we do the training, we do it all.
All right. Hey, look, on that note, I hope that y'all, somebody writing that number down and getting one of y'all relatives or loved ones the information. Is a job out here. Good job. Hey,
yeah, our investigators start out after training at $25 an hour and go up to $50.
That's what's up. Is that like cheaters where if they privately investigate somebody?
We don't do that type of stuff.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Work.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just asking. Hey, but look, that sounds like a good job to me. I appreciate you for tapping in, Brother Preston. When we come back, Truth Nation, I want to talk about the shooter from the gas station on Roosevelt and Teutonia, the Clark gas station. They caught him. We're going to give an update on that. And we got Winky Blue on the lines. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Join us this Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to celebrate Washington Park Wednesday's Summer Concert Series. It will be a night of music, food, and fun. Also, be sure to tune into Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks from noon until 1 p.m. as she will be taking her show on the road this Thursday live from Ascension St. Joseph's Hospital for the Direct Connect MKE Job Fair. And on Friday, she'll be live from the brand new Trade Hotel in downtown Milwaukee in partnership with On the Rocks Cocktails. The 101.7 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you.
Truth Nation, listen up. It's Kyle Olmstead here with CEO Insurance Services. You may have received a letter in the mail stating you need to renew Badger Care or Medicaid post-pandemic. Please review and renew. It is so important to be enrolled in a health care plan, and I'm here to make it easy for you if you no longer qualify for Badger Care or Medicaid. I provide a free service to those in need of individual health plans to ensure that you still have access to health insurance. I can also provide services to those who are nearing or over 65 years old. Please call me at 262-393-1012. That's 262-393-1012.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Want to save energy and money? With an energy-efficient home, you will use less and save more. We Energies has simple tips to help you reduce energy costs, like unplug fully charged cell phones to avoid wasted energy or clear furniture or rugs away from vents to improve airflow. Get a free online home energy assessment and learn more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com. We Energies. Simple, smart savings.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control,
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you in need of a reliable and compassionate legal representation? Look no further than patent law offices, where promises turn into action. Whether you need legal defense for a sex crime, child abuse, or domestic violence attorney, patent law offices have you covered. They are passionate about fighting for all people of color and offer their justice is not just discount for all potential BIPOC clients who are disproportionately accused of crimes. They also offer representation for divorce, custody, and estate planning. To hire an attorney that will fight for you like family, call 414-441-5240 or visit patentlawwi.com today. Also, The Truth is now the home of Marquette University High School football. We have a great matchup between two good teams looking to get their first win of the season. Tune in this Friday as Marquette High Hilltoppers travel to take on the Catholic Memorial Crusaders. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Friday Night Football on The Truth is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Also, be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes tomorrow at 9:25 a.m. as he will be joined by Democratic National Committee Chair Jamie Harrison. Sherwin will speak with the DNC Chair Harrison about upcoming Republican debate in Milwaukee, and will also ask about the top priorities Democrats have heading into 2024 election cycle. Again, that is DNC Chair Jamie Harrison on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes tomorrow at 9:25 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Hey, look, we've been having another great conversation. We've been talking about jobs. We've been talking about economics in the community. Where the good jobs at? Thanks to everybody that called in to talk about that. We gonna head to the lines. Winky Blue, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon to you, big brother.
How you doing?
I had to chime in about the young boy that got the teacher.
Right.
We want to blame the teacher, but I've been in that situation. When I was about 15, I had a 24-year-old. She was a whore / bartender down there on 3rd Street. And my uncle and them went around, their cousins from out of town. They tried to get over girl. She was in the mix. Hold on. I'm the one shot at her. I'm the nigga with the problem. See, the little boy had enough game to get the teacher to buy the gun. So the little nigga was kicking some kind of pee, man. We can't, even though she was wrong for messing with him under the law, you understand? He had something going that he was able to convince her to get the gun. Not even, we ain't talking about this had to be beyond sex. See, this is beyond sex now.
So you saying he had mind control?
I ain't gonna say he had mind control. I'm gonna just say he had something she was liking, and it might just be some swag, some kind of appealing. Might have just been some male sex appeal.
Oh, she could have been. She could have been had issues as a young child herself.
Perhaps, but the young boy might have shot at her though. See, we looking at her being the aggressor. He might have said some slick stuff, man. He might have liked it up, man. He might, hey, look here, man. Hey, there's some young boys out there, man, with some good doggone game. And me being a child, I understand how that goes. A Negro can approach an older lady, and she ain't gonna fool with you at first, but you just keep wearing her down, playing with her, and then before you know it, man, hey, you'll be in that lady car, in that lady house. You understand me? You be sleeping on that lady couch.
Is you encouraging this type of stuff, Winky Blue? Sound like you rooting for the little cat.
Hey man, cause I'm not gonna say that. I'm wondering how did they even get busted? Did he get caught with the gun? She got scared.
I think his mama saw. I think his mama saw his phone. I think his mama. The mama looked in the phone.
The mama looked. Now, if my mama would have went around that corner to that bar and told that man I would never come back home again. If my mama would have went around that corner and told me, "You messing with my baby," man, I would never came back, man.
Oh wow.
I would have never came back. I would have never went back home, man. Not me.
Oh wow.
No, not me. But anyway, I want to go back to. Okay. I had to put that out there because the little fella may have had some good game, man, to get that older lady, man.
Okay. Hey, I'm just saying.
Remember, a young boy's fantasy.
They say it's a double standard.
Listen, you know this as a young man. A young boy's fantasy is to always get an older lady. He always want to get a girl. Don't let him get no girl with some cupid hairs. And she might be his age. He feel like he just did something. You know what I'm saying? That's a little boy's fantasy. I mean, we can get real deep into that if we want to have a conversation.
No, we ain't got that much time. We got
right. Because but anyway, I want to blow past that. And they were talking about jobs. I heard the elder calling in talking about the trade. Trade is wonderful, man. And there's people that want these jobs, elder. If you just go around to your temporary services and see how people lined up on the wall waiting to get hired with their hands up, but they sending out immigrants. They sending out illegal immigrants at that. How do you think they're able to own the partials in these cities, these major cities? They're able to own neighborhoods. Most of them people that own them buildings, man, is not even legal. I think that's illegal for them to own a piece of property here in this country, and they're not documented. How do you own something that you ain't even supposed to be on? That's sort of like an immigrant run out and you accidentally hit his car, and he illegal, and he down there at Eisenberg suing you. Dude, if you wouldn't have been in this country, I wouldn't have hit you. But guess what? Wow. You got to pay the piper because this is the country we living in. Trades is the way to go out there. Anybody that get your young boys in there, they need time workers, they need meal rights right now. They need folk, man, to get down. And guess what? The youngsters will do it. They will do it. I don't want to keep hearing this that we don't want these jobs.
Right.
Sure, go to the temporary services, man. And guess who running the white boys own them, but guess who running them?
The Hispanic.
They running them, brother, and they sending their people out first. That's why they got them new cars and they paying them high price car notes from their own people with the car lots. Most of the titles is branded titles. They getting them out the insurance auction. You understand me? The totaled out stuff, and they putting them back together. And most of the titles that you get off of the Mexican lots, they already branded. They already been totaled one time. You know, you look at the bottom of the title. But guess what? They people paying top dollar for those branded titles. They keeping it moving like that. They keeping it moving. So I want everybody to understand this, that we do want them jobs. We need them jobs. We do want our stores. People talking about the Arab coming to this corner store. The reason why a lot of that happens, because our black aldermen will not allow us to work in that capacity. They put too many roadblocks up for you and me to open up any kind of business, man. Okay? Because they figure they ain't going to tip us, meaning they ain't going to donate to my campaign.
Hit them on the back end. Hey, look, it's a lot of people that just said this. They done called up here on the Tory Lowe show and said how they being treated out here in these streets. And I want y'all to hear what Truth Nation got to say, because a lot of people in the community, they call in and tell you what's really going on if you open up your ears, okay? So when we come back, we'll be joined on the lines by Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Educators Credit Union is dedicated to celebrating diversity in the cities where they live and work. Because of this dedication, they support black businesses not just during National Black Business Month, but throughout the year. Supporting black businesses boosts local economies, produces jobs, and helps entrepreneurs achieve their dreams. Educators Credit Union will continue sharing the stories of black businesses, building relationship with businesses in local communities, and buying from these businesses. Learn more about their community partnerships at ECU.com.
Making healthier food choices doesn't have to be hard or expensive. You can ensure your children and family get the nutrition they need by making every meal a My Plate meal. Choose healthy items like low-sodium vegetables, fruits canned in 100% juice, whole grains, lean proteins, and low-fat dairy. Also, buying in-season produce from your local farmer's market, using food share at your local grocery store, or use of the mobile market are all easy ways to save money on food. Make every meal a My Plate meal to make you and your family healthier. Learn more about healthy eating and how you can support nutritious foods for families at www.hungertaskforce.org/myplate.
Meals from those years are hard to forget. It was all white bread and whole milk, hamburger casseroles and quiche Lorraines, all with a side of cigarettes. We ate salads as desserts. We knew a party was classy if it had a cheese log, and we never missed an after-dinner smoke. It didn't matter if we were in our dining rooms, a burger joint, or the ritziest of restaurants. There'd be an ashtray on every table, and that very particular flavor in every meal. We smoked for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's amazing that our food could taste like anything else. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now. Surviving lung cancer starts with a scan. Learn more at screenyourlungs.org. This PSA was made possible by industry funding and guidance from lung cancer patient groups.
The Age of Reason took place over 200 years ago. It was a time of amazing scientific and philosophical progress all over the world. Truth, reason, and tolerance thrived and even shaped the Constitution of the United States of America, the foundation of our democracy. But now those building blocks of America, of democracy, are under attack. In just 2 decades, big tech social media billionaires have allowed their platforms to roll back truth, facts, and tolerance, and fill the screens in our homes and in our pockets with lies and hate. Online disinformation and hate affect everything, everyone, everywhere. It splits us apart, hurts our children, polarizes our societies, and is literally leading to violence and terror in our communities. Lies and hate everywhere are a threat to all people, anywhere. Be a part of the change. Help defend the future of our democracy. Go to counterhate.com to learn more.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. While the NFL struggles with diversity in leadership, the Mountain West Conference in the college ranks sees diversity as one of its strongest assets. Gloria Navarez is Mountain West Conference Commissioner. She's the first Hispanic woman to lead a conference in D1 history, and only the second female in her role overall. She spoke to Bloomberg about diversity at Mountain West.
DEI is a very central pillar that is the common theme throughout our leagues. We have the most diverse board of directors, our college presidents in Division I. Our athletic director room, both in gender and race, our athletic director room is extremely diverse. Our head coaches rooms, and so it feels like a very welcome environment.
At one of her previous stops in college football, at the West Coast Conference, Navarez was part of creating the first diversity hiring initiative for a D1 conference. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner. On the Black Business Beat.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
August is Black Business Month, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth is teaming up with Associated Bank to celebrate the excellence of Black-owned businesses in our communities. Together, we're committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black businesses. This is why Carrie Noni will be spotlighting 4 Black businesses in Milwaukee and telling us their stories of success. Be sure to follow 1017 The Truth on social media and YouTube so you can watch these incredible stories of these Black-owned businesses. Truth Nation, we encourage you to buy Black all month long, whatever your financial needs are. Associated Bank can help, member FDIC. Also, the Black-owned business Give Back is back. We have again teamed up with Associated Bank to help local Black businesses grow and succeed together. The home of Milwaukee Black Talk will be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses each quarter of 2023. To sign up for this incredible marketing opportunity, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC, And the new 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. It's coming to an event near you. Join us this Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to celebrate Washington Park Wednesday Summer Series concerts. And they'll have a night of music, food, and fun. Once again, that's the Washington Park Wednesday Summer Concert Series. 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They're here forever you. Joining me on the lines is Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, salute. Happy Monday.
Hey, look, I want to get your reaction to the ideal of the economics on the north side. We had a lot of people call in from a different point of views. I just want to know, where are the jobs at? Where are the living wage jobs at in our communities?
There is none in our community. And the first thing I'll say is black ignorance is dangerous. I mean, we got to be real careful on what the hell, knowing about what the hell we saying and how we put this narrative out here that black folks don't want to work. Because in reality, you know, we're talking about those that are most educated is those that are black, because that's what we wanted to do, is get a damn job, buy a house, have the American dream. So how the majority of us are educated and the majority of us are unemployed. And when you talk about these city jobs and these individuals are saying, go to these jobs because they hiring, there are stipulations. If you haven't took the COVID shot, that's a part of it. You understand? Like, there's always red tape for black individuals. Because in reality, the older guy that called in and talk about they don't want to work because they standing on the corner, but he not talking about all the black individuals who are qualified. That's not only out here. I have a sister who works in construction under a European leadership, who she has her A's, they won't even let her drive the truck. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there are stipulations. They brought in a white girl who was working at a gas station. They don't have skills. I was just telling you about, and Truth Nation about, when I was taking a course out at Waukesha Technical College, where there's a 16-year-old white boy who father is moving out the way for a machine operator. He was doing an internship making $80,000 coming from school. He didn't have to go to school. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and everybody got an excuse. You got the black woman calling in trying to make an excuse for the state or the city. I don't give a damn which one it is. Because, again, the same individuals, when we're talking about the leadership, I don't give a damn whether it's city or state. They're in that seat. They're getting paid to represent the people. And this is why our ignorance is so deadly. Because you can sit and say that we ain't worth a company coming here to set up shop. And you the same individual voting Democratic to the same individuals that just took your damn vote, and so you can't tell them what to do with your money. It's a sad, sick reality that the indoctrination of these Negroes is above and beyond egregious. When you're telling me that individuals in our community don't want to work, we built this damn country. We've been working our whole damn life. We don't want to work to be broke. That ain't the goal. We're the most educated because they told us if we did that, they would give us a damn job. I know individuals with PhDs that don't have a job, Tory. And when they go to these jobs, it's always an excuse. Either they want to pay them pennies and have them under them when the individuals that's running these schools and these classrooms don't even have a damn degree. But they're making sure that they got $70,000 and $80,000 a year. When we're talking about construction sites, when we're talking about these jobs that these individuals, they supposed to hire inside. He's talking about making a bid. What you want to bid? Pennies? So you can get it? That's just like looking for a house. 3 times better. You can't even be black and go apply for a house, or be black and have your house to get estimated on how much you can take out of it. We act like we're not having these conversations, that this data haven't been set in place, that these systematical issues or blockages is not truly happening.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you.
Our ignorance is deadly.
I'm going to tell you this. When I see, a lot of people, I think that we feed into a lot of the narratives that we've been fed through a lot of years. And thank God I left in Milwaukee and went to other states and lived and functioned. And I can understand well-ran environments because I lived in a few of them. And many times you can see the holes right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If you get away from here and you come back, you can see all the holes because it's not functioning well, and it's a lot of mismanagement as well. So that contributes to what we're seeing too, as far as the way the community may be reacting and the way that we're trying to survive. A lot of people want to work. You can't tell me that we're living in the most populated with black township.
Come on.
In the state of Wisconsin, you're going to say that nobody want to do nothing.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm just saying.
I need you to go sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and pick up a couple of books that wasn't required in school. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you're pushing the same narrative that the majority of America pushes when it comes to black individuals. Because these same individuals that drop the guns off in our community, that drop the drugs off in our community, that's the reason why it's a concrete jungle that ain't that much greenery, the parks and all of this other stuff, because they trying to, again, disrupt us and what it is we originally meant to do. You understand? And that's to be set up like everybody else, the man, woman, and child. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that if you take us out of our natural habitat and you treat us like animals, and you indoctrinate, because the black woman that called in is definitely indoctrinated, and I would like to have a conversation with her one-on-one. Because you can't sit and tell me that we're not worth, our money ain't worth it. But these are the same individuals that won't employ you while you out here on the street. But as soon as you get in the penitentiary or something because you out here hustling because you can't get a job, they got you working for these same damn companies.
Wow. Hey, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your thoughts on the teacher and the student out there in Brown Deer. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Hey, Truth Nation. It's your girl Mel from Nothing But the Truth. And guess what? We're taking the show on the road. Make sure you tune in to Nothing But the Truth this Thursday, August 24th from noon to 1 p.m. as I'll be broadcasting live from Direct Connect MKE's job fair at Ascension St. Joseph's Hospital, located at 5000 West Chambers Street in Milwaukee. Come learn about great career opportunities offered by the city of Milwaukee while watching me broadcast live from the job fair. Again, that's the Direct Connect MKE's job fair at Ascension St. Joseph's on Thursday, August 24th.
Lower costs? Yeah, it's happening. The Inflation Reduction Act, signed into law by President Biden, is building an economy that works for our families by reducing the cost of prescription drugs and capping insulin prices to $35 a month for Medicare recipients, lowering health insurance premiums, and cutting back our monthly energy bills. No doubt about it, the Inflation Reduction Act is lowering the cost of living, and President Biden is delivering real results for us. Paid for by Building Back Together.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Denise Thomas with her truth.
Over the past 2 years, I've been very intentional about self-care, including clinical therapy. And one of the many lessons that I've learned includes the biggest one that I've applied, and that is letting go. Oftentimes, we feel as though that we have to hold on to certain relationships, whether it's professional or personal, because we feel a sense of obligation. However, within that relationship, you're always feeling as though it's difficult to love you. You're a bad person. You're not good. Combined with what we're hearing and reading on social media and other news platforms. I want to remind you, as I've learned and gained through therapy, that in any relationship that you're in, it should be elevating your happiness. It should be elevating your joy. It should be providing you prosperity and peace. Don't get me wrong. In any relationship, there's misunderstandings, there's miscommunications, and that's where, as human beings, we allow the relationship to be bigger than that particular incident and say, you know what? When you said this or when you did this, it made me feel this. I may be totally misinterpreting it, but I just wanted you to understand how it made me feel. And in those situations where the continuous behavior makes you feel as though, again, that you're bad or that you're not good, or it's just always exhausting to be in that relationship, let it go. And you can release with love. You can let that person know we're no longer compatible. This does not feel good. I release you, and I release you with love. Let everything that is not bringing you value go so you can be around people, places, and things that bring out the best in you. You deserve it.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I do this for the niggas who solid and free, all them real ones who gelling in Beaumont. They can't do nothing with them. Beefing with who? It ain't nothing with them. I'm hearing the snicks. So nothing but big, you can get slumped with them. The Draco was under me. That in my lap now. Come and get them. You think I ain't no point?
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your thoughts on this teacher messing around with the 8th grader out there in Brown Deer. What is your take on that?
Sick and disgusting. Okay? I mean, there's no reason for no adult. I don't give a damn if he did shoot his shot or he had game.
He had pee.
You done messed this little boy up. He'll never be a kid. You understand? Like, his innocence is gone. So he gets pulled over, taking somebody's car. He get pulled over with the gun. You understand? Like, there's nothing funny or nothing righteous about this. You're talking about an adult. So I can understand a child. I recall kids having crushes, you know what I'm saying, all the time. But as an adult, you're supposed to know better. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to have some type of control of your lower parts. As an adult, we got to get back in order. This is sick. It's out of order, and it's flatline disgusting. And she deserves to get whatever time that they give her because she's in violation.
Why would she get him the pistol though? Why would she put herself in a situation where she gave him the pistol? They found naked pictures of her in the phone. She went all the way in with this young cat.
I think it was blackmail because she took him to the park. They stated she had sex with him, and then he requested for the gun for his birthday, and she had to get it for him. But when he requested another one, she refused.
And that's when it all spread out.
The mother reported that he had took a car, and he got stopped in that car. The gun was in there, and all that evidence was in the phone. So
wow,
yeah.
I can't even get my toenails clipped. I'm just messing with you. I just saying like that. That just sounds like really extreme idea.
No, it's sick though, and the reality is that predators come in male and female.
Right.
Everybody's suspect, and nobody should be trusted until they've been tested. You understand? So, with that being said, protect our babies.
All right.
This is a violation, and that his innocence he can never get that back. So.
Hey, look, I appreciate you for tapping in as usual, Queen. We got a lot of work to do. And I always appreciate you for being on the front line.
Hey, let's get it, Ken.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Taylor from Waterfall, let's get it.
Hey, look, I appreciate Truth Nation for adding to the context today. Look, powerful conversation. Join me tomorrow for another great conversation. Hey, look, y'all be safe. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
One in the air for the people ain't here. 2 in the air for the father that's there. 3 in the air for the kids in the ghetto. 4 for the kids that don't want to be there.
August is Black Business Month, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth is teaming up with Associated Bank to celebrate the greatness of Black businesses in our community. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. This is why I will be spotlighting 4 Black businesses in Milwaukee. Follow 1017 The Truth on social media and YouTube so you can hear the incredible stories of these Black businesses. And make sure y'all buy Black all month long. Whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member FDIC.
Coming with straight truth.
In my lifetime, I've watched, we got to intercede when they're in high school. We got to intercede when they're a junior. Intercede when they're a sophomore, freshman. Got to intercede when they're in 8th grade. It's the time in between. Oh, no, it's 6th grade. It's 5th grade. Now we're talking 3rd grade. So at what point will we figure out it's a good time?
Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people